3G's family, what's going on? It's your boy GMS. You know I had to come through and switch it up a little bit. We had to take out that old intro, bring in a new one. And you already know what time it is. 3G's family, let's go. We them 3G's till we expanded. Got a fourth, her name is Binky. She didn't want to change the four, so we still 3G's. But you gon' still see her and hear her on the big screen. Kicking game with APG and Mess and Pac G. Spitting facts and make you laugh, we the new dream team. You can't compare them other shows out here that's on the scene. Can't nobody do it better than the 3G's, cause we them 3G's. Yeah, fresh out Minnesota, Milwaukee out in Florida. We your ghetto reporters, talking shit that's important. Educating your minds and putting this shit in order. Pull up that holy water, roll up right out the quarter. Pull up to the chat and Lorda. We legends like Richie Porter, but won't find us on the corner. Hustle off this mic recording. We stay locked in like solitary confinement. You can't buy this type of common sense that we providing. Don't need no topics, we can do an hour just vibing. No silence, we riding. That goofy ish not flying, no lying. It's just some real life ish. And if you looking for me, I'll be with them 3G's, bitch. Hey, them 3G's till we expanded. Got a fourth, her name is Binky. She didn't want to change the four, so we still 3G's. But you gon' still see her and hear her on the big screen. Kicking game with APG and Mess and Pac G. Spitting facts and make you laugh, we the new dream team. You can't compare them other shows out here that's on the scene. Can't nobody do it better than the 3G's, cause we them 3G's, yeah.
Yo, what's happening? Y'all know what it is, man. We back at it. What's good?
What's up? Pac G back in the building.
What it do,
hey, man. What up, though? Pac G.
What up, though?
What up, though?
You know, you never know what you're going to get when the intro goes off. Who's going to be there?
It could be a whole random. The janitor might be in the background of this.
They're gonna be like,
"Oh shit, we on!" Like, "Oh shit, we on!" Hey, G's. First of all, shout out to y'all for always tuning in.
You're keeping me employed by cleaning up the studio.
Nigga, I just killed a centipede the size of a pit bull, nigga. We was looking at each other eye to eye. Cause nigga, you thought you
gotta think though, G. Listen, where you live at,
yeah,
that neighborhood been infested by big ass centipedes like that forever.
Bro, when I say big though, I'm talking like how long you been alive, my nigga? Like you don't just get that big in 10 years, nigga. Like I just killed a 59-year-old motherfucking centipede, nigga. That motherfucker.
You know what's so crazy about you saying that? My guy came to my career the other day, and I got this leopard gecko I've been having for years, right? I've probably had it for like 15, 16 years now. My guy like, damn, that motherfucker's still alive? I'm like, damn, you wishing death on my gecko, whole ass nigga? What's wrong with you?
Hey,
bro, they're not supposed to live that long. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man. If you have a pet that outlive its time frame, it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, especially a dog. Dogs, you'll be sick when you lose a dog, but like a fucking lizard, I ain't never seen a nigga like lose they shit over a lizard because they ain't got much personality. That's like losing a side bitch that's just good at fucking and just not talking. Like, bitch, you're not very interesting outside of fucking. If you lose a side bitch, you don't really like have the same feeling as you lose a bitch that you like her personality. You know what I'm saying? Am I right, guys?
Yeah. Hey, you're right, G. You're right. I can vouch for that. You're right.
That's the same. Right. Dude, that's fucked up. I just compared losing a lizard to losing a side bitch.
My lord.
And it's accurate though.
That's accurate as hell.
I'm gonna take your word for it. But
losing your woman like losing your dog. Like, no.
Oh my God. Packy, you should have saw him though when he saw it was right before you joined backstage. And he said, "Oh shit."
Yeah, that you know why? It wasn't moving. It was just sitting here next to this little notepad I got, just looking at me like it was a Too Short, a motherfucker.
Like, don't touch me, nigga.
Same age as Too Short, nigga. I'm like, this nigga 65 and looking young as hell.
No, that motherfucker the same age as Slim, baby brother, Birdman brother, Slim.
Damn, nigga, that nigga like
that's old.
Hey, they look young though. Like that's why I said Too Short, because this motherfucker looked healthy too. Young, like this motherfucker could get off on me if it tried. But Too Short, I just seen him getting interviewed recently, and I was like, he damn near looked the same.
He does.
He's like bigger, like 6 years old.
Only nigga changed is Trick Daddy, potato head ass, extra raw.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Trick Daddy looked like he was shooting up in his cheeks, like he ran out of spots in his arm. He was just like, man, fuck it.
Listen, you ever made a baked potato in your oven and you forgot that motherfucker was in there, or do you go get it and take the motherfucker the aluminum foil off of it and the skin on it? It looked just like Trick Daddy.
No, his skin looked like cheese toast. That burnt part of the cheese toast you put in the oven, nigga. When they get black and leathery and shit, nigga. Cheese toast face having ass nigga.
Or burnt pizza face ass nigga.
Oh my God. Y'all mean
Pelly
toast. Oh God.
That's how them Pelly collars start looking after a while. Them old Pelly collars.
You would have had it for like 6-7 years though. G, you'll be wearing it faithfully.
It depends on how you got. It depends on how much you wore, and it depends on what if you got caught in the rain a couple times. That'll destroy your leather.
Yeah. Because I had a Pelly. I just sold that motherfucker a couple years ago because it was too big for me. So I still sold the coat for like $600.
I mean, listen, they hold their value if it's in good condition. It was dude, back in the day, old heads used to wear all kind of leather coats, period. Bombers, fucking quarter length, trench coats. And then there was always an old head that had like sweat stains in the fucking armpits of his leather. Like, how you get sweat stains?
Right. How you can see it?
Maybe it's just wear and tear from like swinging your arms. I don't know. But they had the
curl.
They had a ring from having that curl.
Listen, G, that's not gonna leak through to the leather from the inside and interior. G.
So it's outside damage, nigga. I don't care. It's discolored in your armpits.
Damn, AP been judging.
Inside out, G.
Because when I was a little nigga, I was like, I mean, that's a nice jacket, but when I get mine, I'm not gonna have that in there. You know, my shit gonna be clean. When I come up and get my shit,
and y'all be serious about the coats and stuff. Like up north, obviously, because your weather is different. Here, it's like, give me a nice like windbreaker and maybe like one other thing, and I'm good.
I ain't see Florida. You only see Florida niggas in oversized swim trunks and beaters, wife beaters and shit. long ass shorts, long ass swimmers trunks, and motherfucking beaters.
Listen, we only have
they doughboys
all the time, G. They all got Nike slides. All the Florida niggas, Haitian niggas with the wicks and shit. They all got they wearing these motherfuckers. You hear me?
I mean, that's kind of universal.
Was in them and shit.
Just come on down, Pecky. Just come on down. He fit right in with them.
That's kind of universal though. That's everywhere, I guess.
Yeah, you got Nike slides too, AP.
I don't got Nike slides. I got old man slides. I got Hoka slides. I got 2 pair of Hoka slides.
I got some work shoes, my boy. They comfortable.
Nigga, I live in these motherfuckers.
You know, all the white people wear them shoes, G.
I don't know what those are.
They're like
the white people wear them.
Orthopedic.
They like Brooks. they like Brooks. They Brooks Hokas, and it's another one
on
they be wearing all the time.
The on clouds, and they just basically the most comfortable fucking shoe you can put on your goddamn feet. And if you got like,
told me the Snoop Dogg Skechers are more comfortable than anything that he ever wore.
Yeah, but that's coming from your nigga who probably never wore no Hokas. You know what I'm saying? He probably he like, okay, all right, this is different, but he ain't putting no Hokas on.
For wearing Hokas. He was like, what the fuck is them, G? I said, come on, man, get up off me, bro. Don't do that.
I mean they ugly, my nigga, but real talk.
They are shoes, nigga.
I had whatchamacallit, I had like a, I don't know if it was my Achilles or my heel, but for like a year and a half, dog, I couldn't hoop. I couldn't do shit without my foot. Nigga, my foot wasn't no good for days. I'd be walking up the stairs sideways, all kind of shit. I started wearing these motherfuckers. Now I'm back. I'm back like I never left. Though I could run
Hey,
all that shit with no pain.
Years, nigga. I heard you been back hooping again.
Well, I tried last week.
You was fucked up, weren't you?
No, listen, I was balling.
Be honest.
But when the next day,
at the end of it, you was fucked up. The next day, you was broke up, nigga.
You listen. All hoopers know this. I'm gonna tell all the old hoopers when it's time to stop. When you get in your car right after the hooping, and you don't even put the keys or you don't hit the button, whatever y'all got, you just sit there.
You sit there. Yeah. You don't get in the car or nothing. Like you just sit there because your body hurts so bad, but you don't know how to recognize the pain of it. But it's there, nigga.
You just sit there. And when you get back out the car, you might even only live 5 blocks from where you was hooping at. When you get out that car, everything locked up already, nigga. Your whole body, you fall out the car and dub see your way to the motherfucking to the house and shit.
That's a damn shame. Eat more bananas.
Hey, when you old, it be like that. But if you're not active on the regular, your body will lock up on you anyway. You feel me? That's why I stay active as a bitch at work. Like I be working like a motherfucker, but the activeness shit, it just get tiring. But if you take breaks in between and shit like that and just pace yourself, motherfucker be straight, bro. I'm talking about you can work for hours, nigga.
Do you stretch before work and stuff like that?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I need to do that. I was just thinking that in my head. I used to, and
I don't no more. I was gonna say, didn't you used to do that?
Hell yeah, but I don't now. It's like my brain don't nothing be like a stretch, you know.
Because if they don't make you,
yeah, exactly. Now your old ass mind don't be like, man, let me start. Even a dog and a cat, when they first wake up or get up from laying down, they stretch immediately. So they're the most agile creatures. So if they know to stretch, I think niggas need to realize like it's a reason why.
Man, look, you see that goddamn dog stretching? He got to go out and take a shit. You got to get up, go out and take a shit.
Oh my God. I can't. Shout out to Musa49 for the 20. Thank you so much. Starting us off strong. He said it's good to see y'all busters and the lovely Bink. What? I wasn't done on time. Thank you.
My bad. I mean, it was sitting there for 10 minutes.
It was sitting there for a while, but we were talking, having fun. So we see you sitting there, Musa.
And we appreciate you.
He or she could have been left already. Like, man, these motherfuckers. I done wasted my last gas money on these hoes.
He could have bought some points with that.
Look, K. Cherie said, I wear Hokers and Skechers for work. I work in the medical field, and them motherfuckers is on everybody's feet. God damn it. Hokers is on the feet at any motherfucker from the top to the bottom on them bitches.
And the Brooks too.
Brooks too, but not as much.
Yeah, like Brooks used to be real popular, but now the Hokers they done took over.
They ugly. I'll give you that. They ugly, but
I've never heard of these before.
Man, these motherfucking shoes is taking over the world right now, man.
Listen, I wore a pair of
the military boots about to be Hoka boots, nigga. Go ahead.
I wore a pair
of NBA about to hoop in them
for some years, right? And the Mexican nigga was like, "Damn, bro, you must be getting paid good money to be wearing those to work." I said, "Nigga, they old. Like I done had these motherfuckers for down there 10 years. You feel what I'm saying? So like, you can't just be like, oh, you fucking up the shoe. No, I'm not. It's my goddamn shoe, and I had the shoe for 10 years. Like I restore shoes, so I know from time shoes fall apart, they deteriorate, the soles separate, all that shit. So wear all your goddamn shoes is motherfucking the key to the story, right?
Hey, my problem is I got a bunch of shoes that I never wear, but then I dog out like 3 pair. So like 3 pair I wear a lot because I just dog the fuck out of them. The rest be just mint like a motherfucker. They clean on the bottom. Shoestrings ain't never been untied from the day they was bought.
Listen,
like the motherfuckers is
white girls are so iconic for having dirty Air Force Ones that Nike is releasing a dirty Air Force One shoe. That the more you wear it, it cleans itself.
Really?
I forgot that's what it's supposed to do. But I seen some reviews on the shit and dude was like, man, this shit don't work. Like these motherfuckers is always gonna be dirty.
They done scammed y'all.
That's some dumb shit to think about. Like,
I would never buy no dirty ass shoe. Like, I don't care if it's Balenciaga, Gucci, none of that shit. I'm not buying nothing dirty. I don't want nothing with holes in it like that, unless it's like a Nike designer G. But other than that, I ain't going.
they got these tablets that's supposed to clean dirty water. Like you drop that shit in dirty ass water, and you be like, okay, it's drinkable now. Like nigga, you ain't take nothing bad out of this shit. You just added something good.
I don't trust that either.
That's something you got to use in desperate times, like desperate.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie, G. I've been drinking motherfucking Milwaukee water from the faucet since I was a kid, G, and I'm still fine.
Listen,
are you fine?
I think our water pretty good.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Now,
it used to be back in the 90s when we had that we had that bullshit.
That Christosporidium.
Yeah. But they fixed that shit. Since they fixed it, Binky, we been having some A1 ghetto water. You hear me?
My mama, we was drinking that shit too.
Hose, you hear me?
We was drinking that shit too, boiling that shit in some warped ass pots that they wouldn't throw out. Like, go boil some of that shit up.
Pots wobbling on
what the fuck was it? Hey, what was it with our parents and shit and old heads not throwing them old ass warped that? Like your cheese, you try to make some cheese eggs, that shit pull up in a little corner and shit. You can't make shit evenly.
The oven pans, G. The crusty oven pans. You be like, bro, what's still flavor on that shit? What are you doing?
What about when you get old enough to see what they look like when they come from the store? You like, this is what this motherfucker looked like when it was new.
My mama shit didn't look like this.
It ain't got no burrito stains that won't leave the motherfucker.
Listen, and honestly, our parents probably got them from like their sisters and brothers or parents. Or something. Like, they didn't even get them new themselves. You know?
Down or something. They moved out. Miles gave some motherfucking dishes and shit. You know how that shit go.
Thank you, Mariah. I was trying to wait for a second to say
my first apartment, nigga. I went straight and got me a whole little. It was a cheap ass set, but I went all fresh shit.
Everywhere I lived at, so everywhere I lived, I went to Walmart and got all my dishes, nigga. Yeah, I mean,
hey, shout out to Mariah though. Hey, she said I love this color on you, Binky. Hey, now, Packy, what color is that?
What?
Help me find out what color. What color is this?
It looks like a lime gold.
Looks like a
lime gold.
I would call it a guacamole. I would call it avocado mist. Avocado mist is crazy. I would go with brown.
A light cilantro season.
A light gratin or some shit.
Okay.
Military duffel. Military duffel. Pistachio.
Listen, pistachio actually
pistachio.
Yeah, pistachio cold. I fuck with that.
See, oh my God. Anyway, thank you, Mariah. She was being sweet to me. And shout out to Mariah. I did a show with her yesterday, Mariah Sincere, on her YouTube channel. So
make sure y'all go watch it. Yeah, go to Mariah Sincere, watch Binky on there, and they two women. They were gossiping like a motherfucker. They was like, girl, did you see the girl there and the girl? Girl, you ain't gonna believe this girl.
They be on with.
I'm talking shit
over here, but
nigga, I'm lying. I was cutting the grass today, like shit. What? He said what? They were talking about a puffy trial and shit. I was like, you shitting me. I'm stopping because I want to hear everything, so I turn the mower off for a minute. Like,
hey, let me get you real quick. Y'all think is that him in them pictures, or was he using just for men on the street?
Oh yeah, gray hair and shit? I think that is really him, Packy, because I don't know if you remember, but during the pandemic, right? A lot of the guys, remember, you couldn't go to barbershops. We couldn't be around each other at first.
Yeah.
And so like Kevin Hart and a lot of them were coming on social media showing their graves. Yeah, because they weren't able to even have people come over. And so I'm thinking that's probably what's going on with Puppy now. Yeah.
Hey, P, you don't look as great no more, nigga. What you do?
Oh, they there. What? See, what it is when I take a little body lotion and just go like this.
Listen, hold on, wait, AP. You know my twins, my boys that's in the Navy, you know they gray as a bitch. Them niggas look like Sam, nigga.
Bro, my shit when it's dry, dry, I don't put nothing in it, like color or nothing. But when it's drier looking, you see it a lot. But when I just take my little Jergens.
Mm-hmm. you moisturize your shit.
That's all I do, nigga.
Okay.
It ain't no elaborate scheme that I got for my hair, nigga. It's just shower and motherfucking jerkins everywhere.
I probably got a total of, goddamn it, 20 gray hairs on my face and my head combined. You hear me?
I'm jealous. I have
this
a lot more than
all black. My shit's still all black. It's probably more than that, but
that's good, man. That's a blessing.
I don't dye my shit.
Remember that story?
You have been to prison a couple times. You know that shit.
No, wait.
That spares you years. Like it preserves you. Go ahead.
Remember
really
that story
25
about the grease in his hair? Like at least he's not putting the grease slick in his hair, you know, with the thick layer of grease like he did in middle school.
Oh yeah.
I'm fine.
I have busting ass waves, but my waves didn't look like your typical brother waves. You know, they look like the 360
that's why
waves.
they call that nigga. Yeah, they call him the Pierre of the hood and shit. You know what I'm saying? You remember Pierre, how to be a player?
That's how it looked damn near. If I put a do-rag on, my shit came out looking like finger waves. Like I sat in a bitch's chair and she made finger waves. Like that's how my shit would look with a do-rag. But it didn't have like the tight 360 swirl. You know?
You hear me?
You said what?
You know what a Rottweiler hair look like?
That's kind of true though.
I said AP used to have Rottweiler hair because he had a Rottweiler named Doja, but him and Doja had the same goddamn hair.
It ain't. No, it's true. Some shit just true. Like
you can't even fight it. Huh?
It's a joke and it's accurate. Goddamn it.
It's accurate as fuck.
It's good. It's good observation and it's true. And it's
so you know what I'm saying? Like I was very observant. Like I was always in y'all crib and shit. I actually stayed with y'all a few times. So you know what I mean?
My mama came downstairs. Like, who is this David Banner looking motherfucker sleeping behind the couch? I'm like, that's my friend Packy. You know Packy.
I wasn't behind the goddamn couch. First off, I wasn't behind no motherfucking couch. Nigga.
I'm glad you cleared that up.
That nigga.
I wasn't behind.
That did sound
I'm
crazy.
gonna tell you who was behind the couch, but I ain't
you ain't gotta say who was.
It ain't none of my business. But you know who was behind that couch, AP.
Y'all gotta realize, we was badass kids, like to the point of we didn't ask permission. So it was like somebody would be like, man, dog, can you take me to the crib? And I'd be like, man, I'll take you in the morning, man. You're gonna have to stay here where I'm gonna sleep because I can't, your people ain't gonna let me in there. You can sleep in the car or you can sleep behind the couch. You can sleep in the car.
He was cutting hair in the basement, so
you can sleep in the basement on that motherfucker on that old dining table down there. Or you
the table we used to gamble on. Yeah, break our weed down
and everything else get broke down on there. But I'm just saying, like
life, you was right.
We didn't have no. We did not have no rules. God damn it! I don't know why. I don't know at what year did we just be like, it's all right. Y'all fuck
what they said.
We had. Think about my career. How when everybody used to come to my house was the fucking party house. Wasn't it? Was it or was it not?
Only while your mama was at work. She shut that shit down. This nigga would get scared about 2 hours out. About 2 hours out from her to get off. That nigga got real nervous. Like, guys, we should wrap it up, guys. Maybe we should turn the game off, guys. He started collecting dishes and shit. Like, everybody done eating? All right, let's go. Let's get this. Let's clean the ashtray. This nigga washing out the ashtray in the sink. She gonna know. She know her ashes. She know her ashes.
That's a good sign. Her ashes are a little different than these. Hers are bigger and looser.
Listen,
no, same shit. But I'm just saying, like,
listen, I went to school, right? And I came home from school. I had 2 pounds of weed in the house, and I was at school. I came back home. The weed was gone. I'm in the room panicking like a motherfucker. Like, where's the weed? Where's the weed? So I knock on my mama's bedroom door. Shit. She like, come in. I go in there. She got an ounce on the motherfucking bed, rolling up joints. I'm like, you seen that weed that was in my room? She's like, what the fuck you doing with weed? I'm like, man, you ain't gotta worry about all that. She's like, oh, you think you're grown now, huh? You know how mamas be. You think you're grown now, huh? I'm like, damn, mama, like, a motherfucker funding me the weed. You feel me? Like, motherfucker gave me the weed. I gotta pay them back. So you gotta give me the weed back. She's like, well, guess what? I'm gonna give you a pound and a half back.
Oh, I said, she negotiating with you.
I said, wait a minute.
She gangster Joe ass. I would be like, I'm like, you right. I'm like, all right, man, it's all good. And all her old gold jewelry with her name plate on it, that shit going to the pawn shop. I owe these niggas. I'm not finna play this shit out here. I got to go outside tomorrow, bitch. You have me having me dying out here for some fucking weed at that? Like, bitch, hell no.
Hey, man, listen.
My mama shit would have been gone.
Plus, he pawned all the jewelry.
I had niggas play me with the they can't pay me back because they mama took the weed. Shit happened.
Do you think they were playing you? You don't think that really?
I'm gonna tell you right now, it don't matter. I gave you the weed. I don't give a fuck what happened to it. I gave you the dope.
You gotta pay for that. Yeah, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what happened. Like what motherfucking Big World said. I don't give a fuck what Craig got fired for, nigga.
You don't have my money,
nigga. On my bed, I'm killing you and him. You feel me? Like
that was my energy. That was my energy, but I also was gonna take shit. Like I was willing to not get the money back because I knew like certain niggas just didn't have a capability of really paying me back. So I'm like, well, your keyboard, that's my keyboard now. I can't make beats, but I'm be at the house like ding, 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 ding.
I'm the captain now. We sitting there smoking blunts. We pushing buttons on that.
hit the program beat. Them stupid ass Casio beats.
I used to think those were so cool.
I had this nigga PlayStation
like I was playing it too. Oh my God.
He's like, man, don't take the PlayStation. Like, whatever I gotta get my money back.
I see plenty niggas PlayStation because they old up. Like, man, give me that whole ass nigga. You give me the Xbox, the PlayStation, bro. You got a phone? Give me your phone too, because back then the phones was popular. Like if you had a phone,
anybody could put minutes on them phones back then. So you ain't have to have it on plan or no shit.
Like, you know what, bro? Fuck that. Give me the phone too, bro. Because you know what I mean? I'm gonna contact you to see if you got my money, motherfucker, on your shit. So when you see this number pop up, just know it's your phone calling, nigga.
Hey, my one guy did do that though. Like he hit me with the man, my mama found it and did. He had a real strict Muslim mama and shit. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Fuck about none of that shit.
You my new producer for my whole 2 albums out, you nigga.
You
2 albums worth of beats. I hold on to the equipment. We record at my house, nigga. I'm holding on to the equipment. I want 2 albums in your production, motherfucker.
I need 2 mixtapes out your bitch ass, nigga. And I still don't get my money after you drop them. Because I never
that nigga in there giving me all this bullshit ass beats and shit. Like, I don't like this. Nigga, this shit sounds too much like No, I don't know what was coming. Dog, something used to come over me that I thought I was like in a movie type shit. Like when I was on that type of time, dog, I'd turn into like a Tony Montana character or shit in my head. This the truth, like
the same way, G. Like I feel
I'm so cool regularly. But we play like this, like we so goofy regularly. But when it's different, you turn into your alter ego of whoever you think you is. If you think you the shooter, if you think you the mob boss, if you think you whatever your energy be.
So crazy about you saying that. Michi told me the same shit about when he went out there trying to audition in Hollywood and the roles he was going out for and shit. He said the motherfuckers was like, damn, you did that shit like you do that in real life. Bitch was like, I done been through some shit, nigga, but I know how to turn that shit on, nigga.
I ain't gonna lie, dog. One thing about Meech had some of the most epic gangster ass moments. As me as a younger nigga, like spectating, I watched dude when he say fuck it, it almost turned into like Lonzo on fucking on training day. Like you just watch him turn up.
He wanted them.
He do the motherfucking, he had to put the words together. He say gangsta ass shit, and then the shit go down. But it's like, my nigga, where was this? Like, he the goofiest nigga ever, but he turned into this almost like a general. I give him that credit. People be like, man, how could that be your big homie? That nigga used to be a different type of motherfucker, dog.
On business.
Yeah, and it come out of
business. You hear me?
Because you got to realize we not big niggas. You know what I'm saying? Me and Meech probably both 5'8". I was 5'9"ish, you know, I'm lost about
an inch or two. Both of them niggas, so
they was clowning niggas for that. I was like, I'm legit. Like my police record, they don't let you cheat at the police lineup. You can see the line on my head at the police lineup.
You can see the line.
You can see what it say next to my head, motherfucker.
Oh, you was me and Mariah talking shit?
Yeah, I know. That makes me laugh. But I was like, so me and Meech was like that size. We had niggas around us a little bigger and shit, but we had a lot of heart. So even though we had big ass niggas with us, it seemed like me and him was more forefront when it came to like rolling up on niggas and shit. Could be the small guy shit like, look here, motherfucker, knowing you got 30 big ass niggas. Who in the fuck is Sam? Like, I'm here for this nigga. Right, guys?
I believe it.
But his energy, dog, I done seen that nigga snap off on niggas, dog, where I'm like, hell yeah. Like the heart was just big. Like, it didn't matter what we was up against. And I'm like, hell yeah. And that make you hype. Like, nigga, we finna die today together.
Listen, Michi had a fight with some niggas, and listen, my mama jumped in the fight with this nigga, and my mama was fighting the niggas with Michi.
Against all odds. Hey, against all odds. We was always outnumbered, outsized, all that shit, but the heart was crazy. We was the little niggas. Big Court, another nigga who just he a country Tennessee nigga, so he just turned into a different nigga on nigga. Like, you like, yeah, you behind him like, we're gonna kill everybody. Let's do this shit.
Man, listen, he
shout out to
like a Suge Knight. He like a crazy ass Suge Knight ass fucking just. This nigga just go crazy. I swear to God.
Do he still be coming over, Packy? Because that one show where he was
matter of fact, me and man, we went to have a couple drinks Saturday night. So we had a real good time. Actually, it was.
He need to pop up on a Wednesday again. You know, like he had popped up. It was a Friday that one time. You know, that was when we were still on. Friday.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. Now,
all
right, let's get into the show. But let me ask you, Packy, you got your headphones in?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I feel like you can't like hear us or something, so I want to make sure.
No, I can hear you. I can hear you very well.
Okay, thank you.
I'm intentionally cutting you off. Don't worry about my motherfucking ears. Don't worry about what I hear or don't hear.
Anyway.
You take it too long.
Anyway, whether I can fucking hear you or not.
You fucking avocado.
You hear me? You goddamn line. Get ready for the goddamn prime time line. Okay?
Listen, don't make Pac G like backhand me or something. Like,
no, I ain't gonna backhand you. I don't hit women. Yeah, I don't hit women, but I hit women. You know what I mean?
Dog diarrhea color shirt wearing, motherfucker. All right, what we on though? Let's move on.
My biggest had to shoot that shot. He filed for that. We're gonna let it slide though, Binky.
I like it. I'm just talking shit.
My biggest hater, but thank you. All right, so I mean,
cleavage though. You can't be mad at that shirt.
Okay, so
you know she can create titty wind. You know they got booty wind.
Listen,
women like her can create titty wind, where that wind just hitting you like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Yeah.
Titty wind smell like lavender. Go ahead.
So,
like, how you know I put lavender in my titty? I do put lavender.
I'm not even saying nothing about that. Anyway, and Marcel, I see you going crazy in the chat. You are hilarious. And shout out to Irene, who is watching us while on a cruise. Okay.
Oh, hell yeah,
Irene, she been one of the humble ones on 3G's fucking with us for a long time. So shout out to sister Irene.
She on the Royal Caribbean.
She on that boat, motherfucking squirting, you hear me?
And some sugary ass margaritas with the pineapple upside down on that door, waiting on some action.
What's going on the boat?
Waiting on some action.
It's going down
on my life. Irene's gonna be on that motherfucker, let it loose. Shout out Irene, enjoy, sister.
She doing that line dance. These bitches doing that boots on the ground. That shit. 17 times already. She's about 17 times on that motherfucker.
Oh, look. She said she worked for Carnival. Book a cruise with her. Girl, listen.
What? I don't trust cruises.
I ain't never want to be on one myself.
Why?
I don't want to be on none of that shit.
It don't look like my type of party.
My type of me neither. No, I'm good. We gonna have a party on the land, Irene. I ain't fucking with no boats. You hear me?
You sound like my dad.
I don't like the staff.
In the ocean, but I just don't want to go out there. You hear me?
You don't like the staff.
The staff, they use a lot of slaves down in them damn kitchens.
They got do.
They got Guatemala. They got every kind of race. They got every country represented in that kitchen. I don't know who the fuck the manager got to know 10 languages.
That is true.
Not just the kitchen.
Mostly in the kitchens, though. They get them the worst job. They get them the worst job.
Except for the ones that are like entertainers, and stuff like that. But
you gotta think about
that makes sense.
When you go to like one of these real nice restaurants, ain't nobody in the kitchen cooking but fucking Juan, goddamn it, Jose, who else? Ernesto. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
no, they be having countries.
Nigga.
Gee, they had countries you ain't never heard of in that motherfucker.
Yeah, if you ever watch a YouTube video where they show you like the behind the scenes, you'll see it. Like when they show you the behind the scenes of like getting ready for a cruise or whatever, that we're gonna have X amount of thousands of people. Like they'll show you the staff and like how they feed everybody and where they sleep and where they eat and how they get all their paperwork together because they're international. They have all this stuff. It's very interesting.
I ain't never seen none of that, but I seen.
No, they sleep in little jail cells down there for months. They be in little jail cells for months down there.
No, so, I'm good on that.
Imagine your celly be a Somalian or your fucking manager be from the Himalayas and shit.
Listen, I'm offering in that cell, G. It's gonna be you can't. It's either me or you. Like I got that kind of mentality. You can't put me back in that kind of environment without me lashing out. So. You feel me? Like I'm not with that shit.
And other cultures digging their nose openly in front of people and don't think it's a problem.
On the G, I'll snap so hard.
Am I lying though? Y'all ain't never seen like certain cultures. They just they'll look you dead in the face and be like, and then take the same pen and take the rest of your order. Like, okay, this is you want.
No, listen. I was on the highway.
At the table.
I was on the highway, folks. On the G, this motherfucker was just driving his car. He in an Audi. He's just in the Audi, like, I'm like, come on, bro. You just gonna disrespect the car like that? Like, that's what you want? And he looked over at me. I looked over at him and just flipped my finger. Fuck you, nigga. Nasty bitch.
They just do shit that it culturally they don't realize. So they talking to you like, Ibra, it's that about
y'all doing too much. Like, Maurice Source said, musty as hell in the room. Fucking the great one. Did you see what the great one said?
Hey, look, of course, Irina say staff is actually. She says staff is actually very professional. I must say, nigga, you just said you work for them.
They trying to make money to send money and all that shit. That's why.
No, Irene trying to get her. She trying to get her commission. Of course, you gonna say all that shit.
Oh my god!
She gonna tell them. She gonna tell Mariah the cruise line like. Watch 3G's. I was promoting us on there.
Right, exactly. Mariah said, "You ain't lying. These Colombians be going in on their noses publicly. My Chinese students too.
It's normal to them, dog. Like spitting on the street, like certain things is culturally normal to them, dog. So I mean, I'm not knocking them as a people, but you got to know who you dealing with, where you at. Normal customs.
It is true.
There's other countries, some European countries, when they clean their body after a shit, they don't use paper, nigga. They use a pot of water and a motherfucking hand. And like they don't shake
wipe
hands.
Their butt?
Yes, they'll just be scooping.
You gotta go roll your blood up with this hand.
They just be
eat with this hand.
They just be sitting over a pot. They don't shake hands either for that reason because they feel like you disrespecting me, offering me your shit hand, nigga. Don't shake my hand.
Your shitty hand, yeah.
But I'm just saying,
like anything you touching in this city, in this house, anywhere around this fucking country, you touching it. All of these people are touching it. That's disgusting.
It's gross. But did you see what Maurice said? He said most motherfuckers digging the nose while they in the car. I'm a truck driver. I seen all races digging. He probably see a lot sitting up high.
I ain't never been no digger. Now I will do this. I do the thumb shit. I'll pick some hanging. I pick the low hanging fruit with the thumb. But I ain't no digger.
That's some roofer shit. I do the roofer shit. I do snot rockets. So
but that's what I said. Them, they be,
you know what I'm saying? Write some tissue. You feel me? Or if I'm outside working, I'm right in the bush, nigga. Shit.
Hey,
I'm outside.
Look, I mean, I prefer that than you working in a fucking like food preparation environment doing that shit.
Oh, I ain't doing none of that now. You know, I'm a hands-on worker. Like I work outside, work with houses and all that shit. So you ain't gotta worry about me doing none of that. Like, but I want my food to be goddamn it presented and served up by some motherfuckers that are sanitary. You feel like have great sanitary shit. Like you can't. Come on, man. That's disgusting.
Yeah, man. I'm a tissue. I keep tissue on me, nigga. I'm one of them niggas. I'm like, I don't know where I'm at.
Motherfucking bottle of goddamn it, hand sanitizer. I keep a little plastic one. I fill it up. I got a big jug at the crib, and I take this little one on my keychain with me every day.
This is literally a paper towel. Thinking like, man, if I gotta blow my nose, I got something handy. Now I don't walk around with tissue packs and no shit like that, but I keep a motherfucking paper towel or something, you know, like a napkin, a McDonald's napkin. I always grab one. Let me put this shit in my fucking pocket. You know
just so you got some. I mean, because the centipede took the one he had.
That motherfucker was huge.
So he was like, "I'll be right back. I gotta go get some.
I need another one just because I need to blow my nose."
To bring up that centipede. You folks were scared as hell that motherfucker.
Bro,
bring that up.
Because I would have been just chilling, not seeing it. It was like too still chilling and shit. And then I was like, don't look. It's a big ass centipede right there. Like I was by myself thinking like that. Like, don't look. It's a centipede.
No, that's why he wasn't there, Packy, when you came back. Because he was like,
went outside one night. I damn near shot a rabbit because there was a rabbit in my yard. I didn't know what it was though, but the dog went crazy on that motherfucker. I damn near popped the rabbit and shit.
This is why everybody should have no gun. This is why when Homer Simpson got a gun, that nigga was trying to shoot everything. Where he was trying to change the TV with it. It was a ball stuck on top of the house. He tried to shoot off the house.
What?
He just said he saw a rabbit. And he was like, hey man. Get your whole ass off my yard.
Turn into Elmer.
PTSD. It's post-traumatic stress from years ago.
Name yourself. Name yourself. Nigga, it's a rabbit.
You know, like, any movements in the dark, like quick movements in the dark, I ain't going for that shit. You either gonna get jumped up or you gonna get popped.
He thought some YNs was army crawling in his motherfucking yard. Like, what the fuck did you think a little bitty ass movement in the ground was, nigga? Other than he said that looked like a poo shiesty.
I don't know. You gotta watch everything. Everything.
I ain't mad at you because I ain't gonna lie, G. I be in the house when ain't nobody here. Tactical training, nigga. I be peeking. Run up and down the stairs, clearing the house and shit.
He got all new gun attachments. So he got new gun attachments for every gun. He in the house, action rolling and shit when everybody gone.
All that. I be doing quick draws and the shit in the motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. I know you be timing yourself.
Call me when the family gone, nigga. I'll come over. We can do some tactical training, nigga. Fuck you, man, nigga. I'll bring over some shit too.
I do it both ways. I do it the cool gangster way, so I don't look like no square, and I do it like the professional white boy finna kill you. The FBI, CIA way and shit.
You gotta be on that.
I even do the confuse the nigga with small talk shit. Like, man, look, man, I really don't want no. Hey man, look, hey man, I'm not from around here.
I got a good imagination, G, but I can't just do that, folks, in the crib. You know what I'm saying? Like, you different. Oh, the
this
G,
is a lunatic. Okay.
I be army crawling in my nigga backyard with some bunny ears on.
Oh, you different. On the G, you different. Yeah,
Hey, Pac G, you was right. You was right to be concerned, nigga. That was me with some bunny ears on. Like.
Wait, that fake conversation was crazy.
I was talking like, all right, this nigga the way.
He's like, what is that? What is that over there? Nigga's me in there, nigga, with some bunny ears, like
with some bunny ears on.
Catch your ass lacking, nigga.
Milwaukee.
That's why I don't be lacking.
I wish I had. Hey, I would play with the Nerf guns. I be in here really about to hurt my family. I be really about to kill their loved ones with my.
Swear to God, hey, listen. I remember one of my sons was in town from the Navy, and
brothers, and they tried to ambush me.
I took him and my son 11. I took them to Walmart, G, and spent like $300 on fucking Nerf guns and bullets.
We did that when the kids were littler. Had like a whole war.
Whole war in the house. There was bullets all over this motherfucker.
my wife just did this like a couple weeks back, right? So she bought some cups, like some some drinking cups or whatever, and put money under each one, and then had the kids shoot. They had to shoot off with darts, like dart gun, shoot off the cup, and they got the money underneath it and shit. And it was harder than it was harder for them to hit it than I would think. I'm thinking like that shit sound too easy, but she showed me the video. Them niggas was missing like a motherfucker. and they trying to.
You got to think though, if they use another guns, them not really that accurate, G.
Apparently not, because them niggas.
Yeah, the another guns are not that accurate, G.
Hey, controlling they breathing and shit. Like
it's only certain nerve guns that's gonna hit that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh my god.
Hey man, you gotta do this shit, man. We need more training in the black community, man. Stop having your AR pistols and you ain't never aimed that motherfucker.
You ain't never aimed this motherfucker. You run around this bitch with a Glock with a drum on it for
it's hard to shoot pistols without
you finna shoot 10 niggas and not even hit the nigga you want to hit. Stupid.
I was shooting today, dog. I was shooting today with a new gun. It took me a second to figure that motherfucking sight out. It's the RXM. It's a Glock clone. It's a Glock clone. It's a Ruger made. Yeah, so Magpul and Ruger made their version of a Glock, basically. It's a slick ass gun, you know what I'm saying? But aiming though,
what is it? A 9 or a 40 or what?
Yeah, it's a 9. But I bought a shotgun too, and I was shooting both. So basically, after I missed a bunch of my target, I just said, "Fuck it." Boom, boom. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna tear this paper up one way or another.
One way or another, yeah. You were shooting buckshots and shit?
I was though. But that's just cheaper ammo, you know what I'm saying? But I was just
Yeah.
When people don't
at the crib, nigga.
But when you don't go shoot, your brain tell you can hit what you aiming at. When you go shoot, you realize it ain't that fucking easy to hit shit, and these targets ain't even moving. So a moving target is even harder to fucking hit. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a fact. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, bro. We need to treat guns like weapons and not toys. And niggas is starting to, really disrespect guns like they not serious. Like they
ain't certain they been disrespecting.
That's true. That's true.
So, you know what I mean? Like, you got to think about that, G. Like
but how many niggas shot themselves or shot somebody or shot the wall
or shot through? I shot a wall in the house while you hanging out with your homies and all that old dumb shit.
I shot a wall like a dummy, you know what I'm saying, as a kid. But
I didn't shoot none of that. I never did none of that. Like, if I ever shot something, it was a deer or something.
I would hope so.
It was a bunny rabbit.
Or a rabbit. I'll shoot a goddamn rabbit. Why not?
Look though, I'm just trying to give y'all some thought process. Girls got guns too. Go to the fucking range, man. Do it like it's working out, like it's going to the gym. 20 yards be looking far as hell.
Even to protect your household. Like, learn that shit. You feel me? Learn that shit.
And stop having shit in your house that can go through all your walls. If you got an intruder and you got ammunition that's gonna go through every last fucking wall, you done endangered everybody in your motherfucking house trying to get the wrong nigga.
9 times out of 10, you're not in that kind of drama or that kind of beef to even be holding fucking artillery like that. You feel me?
Not only that, a shotgun blast is gonna clear your house. You
on my mama.
Just hear that shit go boosh.
Boom! They gonna hear that shit down the block, my nigga.
They gonna be asking questions later.
They gonna be scuffling down the stairs or whatever the fuck. They getting out your shit. Anyways, next, what else we got?
Y'all ready?
Yeah, we ready.
We ready.
All right.
We ready.
Only an hour in. Let's go. Let's start the show.
Lima Rita. We gonna call you
Lima Rita.
All right. Pac G. That's how Pac G was clearing smoke before the show.
No boy. Hey, how was he clearing the smoke? Dog had a bunch of smoke in his face. He was
like, video.
Shoe smoke.
I ain't do that.
Shoe smoke.
I ain't do that. I ain't do that. I ain't do nothing.
It looked like
no. It's a Michael Jackson Twitter video. All right.
That is how that nigga cleared that shit.
That's how I was doing. Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about P. Diddy. Like now, I guess he's literally P. Diddy now, huh? So Diddy's trial.
Pun not intended.
Wait.
Not this. No.
Look, she had that ready.
Okay. I see you was ready, Binky. Okay, La Marina.
I did a little dad joke, you know.
La Marina was ready.
So listen, P. Diddy's trial has started. His federal sex trafficking case. I guess this really is like a RICO case. Now, Cassie has been on the stand testifying against him. I'm going to read a little bit of what TMZ is saying about the case, and then we'll talk about it, okay? So we're going to talk about actually today. So Cassie had a lot to say in her second day of testimony in the Diddy criminal trial, testifying about freakoffs, physical abuse, suicidal thoughts, and scrape. The prosecutor's star witness was back on the stand Wednesday, and she told the jury about the first time Diddy beat her and how he showed her footage from the freakoffs and threatened to release them. She testified about the end of their relationship in 2018, telling jurors how he took her home after a nice closure conversation and then scraped her on the living room floor. Cassie recalled how Diddy had her participate in a freakoff on her 29th birthday, and she told the jury the freakoffs would often lead to UTIs, so urinary tract infections, and sores in her mouth from all the oral sex. The jury was shown still images from a freakoff, and Cassie read aloud a text she sent to Diddy. "You treat me like you're Ike Turner," right, which is Tina Turner's ex-husband. She also testified about her long recovery times from the marathon sex in the freakoffs and how she turned to drugs to help her numb herself so she could perform sex acts under Diddy's direction. Now I'm going to pause there. I'm going to pause there because I want to hear what do y'all think about her saying that she had, sores in her mouth from so much oral sex, and also she would get frequent UTIs because of all the sex. So what do y'all think about that?
9 times out of 10, she got herpes or AIDS or something else that's not going away from a freak off. You feel what I'm saying?
I don't understand how you have so many randoms and not have them serious diseases going around.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on.
Too much action going on. But the rawness of her mouth, what do I think about that?
She's been sucking dicks for years. You
that
could have got that before you even met Diddy.
This is really bad what's being said, and I think the real problem is Diddy not letting her tap out and get her rest. Because I think she's not complaining that she had to have sex. She's complaining that she was forced to continue to have sex.
Because she was enjoying herself when it first happened.
That's how I believe.
You feel me? It was consensual. She was with it. She was high off drugs. She knew she was partying, kicking it, getting drunk, getting fucked up, taking pills, doing cocaine or whatever the fuck they doing, Molly, whatever the fuck they doing. Listen, she was indulging in all of that. So you can't sit here and act like you a victim when you know you was doing drugs with the same drugs with all these people. And
hold on, G.
What it led to. Now, I ain't gonna say I'm not condoning that you should be beat up by anybody. Nobody should be putting their hands on you and doing that old extra shit. But at the same time, on the same token, you put yourself in these positions. Like, people don't put themselves in positions that you know is gonna be detrimental to yourself. Like, come on now.
And see, that's what this is what I was gonna say. She became a victim. I'm not saying she wasn't victimized. I'm not saying she's not a victim. She became a victim and initially was a willing participant. And I will stand on that shit.
That's how it started.
She thought it was fun. I guarantee you if they went back to this bitch original text messages from the first freak off, that bitch probably was like, "Girl, we was partying last night. That shit was crazy.
Girl, I swear
it was dicks everywhere. My lips hurt. Back of my throat sore." The bitch would have thought it was funny the first fucking few of them. But after a while, and his aggression and all this is victimizing her, by the way. Once he made it mandatory, once he made it where she didn't get to have a choice. Once she made it where it wasn't no longer her choice, it was his choice, that's when she became a victim. But you was not finna sell me on the fact that he picked this girl out of a crowd and corrupted her. I've been there. I ain't had no millions of dollars, and I saw what bitches was willing to do. How raw they let their lips and throat get after hard work. I don't want to hear that shit.
Man, okay, I can buy that.
The later point of their relationship where she did become a victim.
Okay, now I'm glad you put that caveat on that, because to me that makes sense, right? Because as me and Mariah were saying yesterday, it seldom starts off right away being abusive, right? It builds up. They get trust from the victims. They make you feel like this is a good thing that you're doing, or if you love me, whatever, right? So at the end of the day, no, you're not going to start off with the hard stuff and making her feel abused, because she probably would have took off and never came back. But once I have you, you know, and then I can kind of start manipulating your mind and making you do things you don't want to do. Okay, let's see what Mariah said. She said he started messing with her at 17, and he was 36.
36.
She was, so yeah, that's it, nigga. Okay.
Go ahead.
All right.
Do you have your headphones in, by the way?
La Marita. Hold on. You wondered if I had my headphones in earlier, La Marita, but I was about to read the shit. And you gonna read it, nigga? No, La Marita, you gonna read the shit.
Okay, Pac G. All right. So she said he started messing with her at 17 and he was 36. She was a victim and he was a predator to begin with. Now that's a good point, Mariah, because I forgot the range in their ages, right? Like, even though, no, AP, like, I understand, like, when you
don't even know what I'm gonna say. I'm in agreement, bitch. I'm the one that hit the fucking. I'm the one that pulled up the motherfucking comment. I agree. It was actually a great point.
She thought she was going to get on some defensive, though.
That's what I'm saying. Because I'm like, that's an aspect that I also would charge it to a man that age. Like, dude, you know what you doing.
Yeah.
You know what you doing. So even having sex with her is, to me, bad enough. Even if it was conventional sex and she 18 and you 36, I already look at niggas weird with that.
Bogus, like you bogus. You probably got a daughter this age, or
they want to go.
He is fucking with. Like, come on, bro.
Listen, they want to go to the strip club in DC on my birthday weekend. I'm like, I'm not going to no motherfucking strip club. It ain't nothing but 20-year-olds in that bitch. Show me a 20. You know, I go to one with some 30 and up, 50-year-old. I want old bitches dancing for me. I want bitches two-stepping. You know what I'm saying? I want bitches swaying. I want old bitches swaying back and forth with their titties out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no bitches doing no young
titties on with tassels on them. The ones that spin. Yeah.
I want my bitches doing boop, shoopy doop, doop de doop.
Oh,
I want them bitches.
These
I want
them fish tanks in their heels. You hear me?
Yeah, I want some Ray Charles dancing ass bitches. But I'm just saying, okay, anyway, back to the Diddy shit, right? So the age, that was a great point that Mariah made, that it kind of escaped my mind, because this is an issue, right? Porn stars do all of this freak off shit that y'all heard. This is on every goddamn app for porn. This is common activities of young girls. Hold on, listen to this. Of young girls choosing to have their own porn pages. Choosing their own males to do performance with. They are doing all of these activities without this kind of lifestyle to, you know, aspire to. So this is a choice that a lot of young, naive women make without coaching. And I want people to stop acting like men are the ones turning bitches out. We find freaky bitches and be like, oh, keep her around. This bitch a freak. We didn't turn this bitch into a freak. This bitch is a freak. Now keep her around, but now the problem is not letting the bitch leave. Let the bitch leave when she
now. Like, she want to go do some freaky shit somewhere else now.
Yeah, she don't. Yeah,
but you got her bound and constricted to where she like, this motherfucker not letting me go nowhere.
I want to go do freaky shit with young niggas my age, and this old nigga done handcuffed me.
These old niggas that had it, but they cuffing.
So I want this to be very added, because I'm not taking away of the wrong that I believe that has been going on, and Cassie being a victim, because I believe that. Okay. What I'm telling y'all keep trying to use words to take the accountability from her away. Okay. And I will not allow it, because many young women spend their first, young adult years making these terrible choices that they made, and then they don't get to turn around and make every man around them the most horrific victimizer in the world. Because his naivete was, I thought she liked the shit. Y'all tricking the fuck out of the old niggas. We like, I thought you was a hoe. What the fuck happened? Like,
you knock your sound out. You knock your mic out. You knock your mic out, AP.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
You hear? Hold on, I got you. Hold on.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Is the other bitch had? I would have picked this bitch. I didn't know you was acting down. You showed out. It was.
Yeah.
Here, let me just give you this little tidbit. Okay. It's 5 bitches we meet. Out of the 5, 3 might actually be down the fuck. Out of the 3, 1 of them can keep her mouth shut with her freakiness, so she get a call back. She get to hang with us a little bit. She might get caught in a pinch, and the other ones we never see again. Now that woman gets to be a part of the clique. She gets more money. She gets more time. Now we thinking like this is a mutual. We taking care of her. She taking care of us. Like this was his life.
Yeah.
Read her own admission to her books. This was Corinne Steffen's life. And then at some point, now, wait a minute. Now the old heads is the fucking, wait a minute, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I take away the responsibility of a young woman or any person's, you got to hold some of your own too. But that does not, take away the wrong that was done by the adult male who I think he dirty as fuck for what he was doing.
He was very dirty. And he was intimidating her, not just physically, but mentally as well, right? I mean, because again, yes, I understand that like she probably was allured by the glitz, the glam, the money, the stature of being with him. But when you believe a man loves you and cares about you, sometimes you'll do anything. And then at some point you just want his acceptance and like, okay, maybe if I keep doing it, maybe I'll get to stop. Maybe he will care about me. Maybe he will love me. Maybe, he won't hurt my family. Maybe he won't hurt me anymore. Whatever it is, it doesn't always what?
I'm just want to say something to what Mariah said.
Well, read what she said first and then answer it.
Yeah. AP, I'm not going to hold y'all wrong. What'd you say?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. AP, I'm not going to hold y'all wrong in what y'all saying. These girls get turned out young. Okay, now, listen, Mariah, that goes vice versa with young men because young men get turned out young also with the street life.
But listen, this is what she's saying. So, I could give you that.
I understand that.
But who's she getting turned out by? A young girl that's turned out if she wasn't abused by a family member, because there's always that. She was turned out by the boys at her school, her age group. The bitch been sucking dick since middle school. She don't get to be 17, 19 and a goddamn dick gobbling monster out of nowhere. This bitch is a professional at 18.
Been doing that
and she did all her little young niggas in the neighborhood, all the little niggas on. We used to take girls.
All the little niggas she been running around with in the hood.
When we went on field trips, I'm gonna say the facts. When we went on field trips in school, we picked the bitch who gonna be hand on our pants, putting your dick in her mouth for a couple little licks. You know what I'm saying? Like I want her sitting by me on this motherfucking bus. You know what I'm saying? And they was happy. They look. No, these girls. I'm just saying. There's a lot of girls that wanted to feel my pee-pee long before I wanted to let them feel my pee-pee. Girls have been freaky my whole fucking life, and y'all be trying to act. They be trying to act like they just niggas. It was a man that did this to me, bitch. Stop it, man. Y'all horny too. Y'all be humping y'all. Y'all be humping y'all teddy bears.
Very promiscuous, just like women been very promiscuous.
Gee, they been humping their teddy bears. everything circular in
Oh,
a
see,
fucking
niggas want to do all
bedroom.
that now.
Pac G, let us finish a fucking word in edgewise nigga.
Fuck you.
Just a second of passing it
Yeah,
back and forth. Hit it like
eyes,
weed. Hit the conversation like weed, my nigga. Back and forth, back and forth. So, but I'm saying anything in their room done been in their coochie half the time. Okay, that's all I want to say. Go ahead. Now I'm a room been in their coochie.
Listen,
yeah, that's cold.
Girls being active sexually. Man. Listen, niggas. Girls being active sexually early in age,
got us in trouble. Go ahead.
Does not mean that everything that's going on with Cassie or even any girl that comes out and said that she's a victim needs to be swept under the rug, right? If she's doing things with boys her age, there's a reason for that. If she's doing that at a young age, right? Maybe she was touched by somebody else. Who even knows, right? There's a lot of reasons that girls become sexually active early. A lot of times it's for acceptance. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's something going on at home. I don't know. But that doesn't mean that somebody can what?
My point is, what is a woman's responsibility in her sexuality and what she does? Does she have any responsibility in that?
Yes. Of course.
Can y'all act like that then when y'all have these conversations about these kind of subjects?
Yes.
That's all I want. Can y'all consider that this bitch might be complicit at times?
Let me say this so that it's understood. Okay. I can understand when you guys are saying like there's a point where like maybe they were doing the Molly and stuff, and at first this was fun to her, it was freaky sex to her. I could see that being the case. I believe that probably was the case, right? Where it's completely consensual. She enjoyed it and it was fun. But when it became, like you said, him forcing her to do it when she didn't want to do it, with people she didn't want to do it with, to the point of pain, to the point of him dragging her and making her do it when she's having to do it, on her period when she didn't want to. She's getting UTIs over and over. They said that she got so many UTIs that antibiotics stopped working because she was getting them so much. Like, that is not the same as I'm enjoying my freaky sex. You know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying a group sex situation or a threesome or whatever, or I'm enjoying letting you watch me with this dude. That is not the same thing. So I do agree with you.
Do you think UTIs is common in young women? Do you think these young girls ain't like having these lifestyles on their own? Do you really think that these young girls ain't doing this shit
back to back to back? No, I don't think
they selling pussy. That's not a day off. They're purposely selling pussy.
But are they doing it safely? See, I don't know what's causing her to
I work in the hospital, in the ER.
Okay.
I see what coming there. I know what they was on when they came in there.
Gee, they selling pussy all over.
They ain't had no millionaires around them.
Listen, hey, they all selling
pussy. But
just like the Instagram chicks, they selling pussy.
Yeah,
I'm not listening. Listen. Let's come on a common ground because that's the real problem. I am not saying that Puffy ain't out of order.
Okay,
I don't agree with nothing he did, but I have not yet heard a woman speak on this shit objectively. They all start talking about their own victimizing and the things that they've been through, and this ain't me. And y'all act like y'all don't know 1,000 bitches in your own life who've been little whores their whole life. It was a teacher that we had in middle school that used to body build. Them little girls used to say, I want to do this to him. I want to do this to him. These are little girls.
Okay.
Who corrupted them? Who put this shit in their mind?
Ain't no telling.
But it got to be a man, though. Couldn't have just been a bitch on her own.
No,
couldn't have been her own hormones. It had to be an evil motherfucking man, right?
No, I'm not saying it had to be an evil man. It could have been an older woman in their life saying you need to fuck to get ahead, so you need to hop on that.
Could have been her hot ass body and her like, whoa, what was that? Ooh, what the fuck was that? Now she DJing and shit. Could it not be that? Could it not be an oral fixation that the bitch got? Could it not be like genetics? Could it not be biological? Because that's what most men, we acting on our biology. Our dick hard. What am I put it in? I don't know. I gotta find some shit to put this in.
Yeah, but I feel like y'all biology does function differently than ours. Yes, I did get horny for sure. Okay. For sure I got horny when I was younger. So I'm not gonna act like I did not. But what I'm saying is that horniness, okay, did not lead me to do anything crazy with older men, and it didn't make me like be around them or even try to fuck them. Now everybody have their own life and their own story. But I'm just saying what you're saying that you experienced in middle school. First of all, it sounded like your middle school was pretty grown anyway. You said somebody was getting drunk in the middle school at one point. So it's not something I've experienced before. You know what I mean? It's a different environment than what I knew as a middle school kid. I don't even think I realized what sex was.
Most women in the 50s was 13 having kids. This ain't new.
Yeah, but why were they 13 having kids? AP?
It wasn't always the old creepy men. Listen, this is what I'm saying.
Not old creepy men. That's how society was at the time. But I'm saying the point is she belonged to her husband, right? Like once you are married off,
not always.
Your body belongs to him.
They weren't always married though. Listen, people went off in fields and fucked. People went off behind the houses and fucked. People went in the church van and fucked. Kids can't wait to do grown-up shit. We see cigarettes, let's go smoke a cigarette. We see some sex, let's go fuck. We see some drugs, let's go try some drugs.
I get it, but how does this mean? Because we want to get back to Cassie, right? How does any of this mean that she's not a victim? And I know that you already said this, but I'm just trying to say, like, even if she enjoyed it at first because that was her man and she was trying to please him, once she said, like, I don't want to have sex tonight, I don't want to sleep with nobody else tonight, I don't want to pick nobody out, and she was getting beat and dragged for that, that's wrong. Her life threatened. Even when she tried to leave him multiple times, she tried to leave this man. And I remember one story getting out on TMZ before of a 911 call, before it, like, they really, really broke up, where a 911 call had gotten out where they were like wrestling over a phone or something like that. Like, she had been trying to leave. And let's not forget about Kid Cudi.
I believe all that. I believe Diddy going to jail. I believe there's enough evidence.
Yeah, it's over for that guy.
I believe if he did all that to her, what did he do to Kim Porter? I believe it might go up to the unaliving of people. I think he did everything possible to make him a monster. But all I want is when women speak about this shit, because I'm fair enough to give y'all that. I'm not even give y'all that. I'm just being honest. I see the wrong in him, but y'all need to stop giving these scapegoats to women who make a lot of bad decisions, and we always get to blame a nigga. Whether it's relationship-wise, kids-wise, sex-wise, you always give a bitch a out when a lot of the time they just made terrible fucking choices. And the only way to change people is if they have to take accountability for it.
For their choice.
No different if bad people say, well, my dad wasn't around, so that's why I'm a fuck up. You don't get to make that excuse.
They don't get to be that.
I do understand.
Not an excuse, my nigga.
Okay, I do understand what you're saying, right? As far as taking accountability for situations that you end up in because of choices you made. I do understand that. But once she's in it, she's in it. And if I think that you love me, you know what I'm saying? And my mind is not even a normal mind at this point. You have to understand that trauma does things to people's minds, not just women, anybody that's been through anything. What's that syndrome they always talk about, that people, when they start to identify with their abuser and they start to feel like they even have feelings for them. I don't remember what it's called.
Stockholm syndrome.
I think so. Yeah. It's like there's a reason that these things come about, because it's not normal and it's recognized as being abnormal because that's not a real connection that you formed with this person.
It's not even just that. A lot of things are transactional.
Okay.
You can love and hate your job. And it's the same rationale that she probably having. She probably had moments where she like, I don't like this shit. But if I leave, I'm going to be broke as a bitch. Or if I leave, my career he going to fuck my career up. If I leave, all right, let me just go on. Let me
what I'm going to do if I ain't got this type shit.
No, in her case, I don't even want to use this for her. Because in her case, she was dealing with a man with real power.
She was fearing for her life.
She had a different level of motherfucking fear, and I give her credit for that.
Shut down anything you trying to do.
Shut your whole life.
Any kind of business, anything, he gonna shut it down.
Let me say a point that Mariah made. With him, you listen. Let me listen to this point Mariah made earlier on her show. She said, "What about all the people that try to help you? He got so much power, he can fuck they shit up." So they can't even help her properly because they like
it trickled down, G.
Yeah, and a lot of them are her. Everybody she probably around and close to are probably industry related. So what if you a producer or something, and then you let Cassie stay at your crib over the weekend while she running from Diddy? He find out, he get you fired.
You booked, yeah.
Hey, it was
shut down your new projects. You got projects.
What you shaking your fucking head for?
Huh?
What you shaking your head in disgust for?
No, I'm not shaking my head in disgust. I honestly, or maybe if I was thinking about something I want to bring up to y'all, and I just was like, I can't, like I remembered something like, I remember,
Okay.
Not at what you were saying. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You was done, Pac G?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So what I was thinking about when you saw me, like, I was literally thinking about when Kim Porter died, right? Because Cassie and Diddy had already broken up. Okay, when Kim had passed away. And I remember when Kim Porter died, pictures came out of Cassie with Diddy. And I remember a bunch of people like, she just won't leave him alone. Like, she already broke up with him and like, she just need to go on and move on. And I feel like she went back because she might have felt like, I might be next. Like, oh, like he really went through with this shit, because the rumor was that Kim was writing a book about him at the time that she passed away. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what the rumor was. And I feel like that was bringing her back into the fold. So he definitely has, and then we hear, I'll be sure, right? Have y'all heard about him recently? Like he did an interview where he finally, because he's been talking in code a lot. So he actually finally just came outright and said, I believe that when I went into that coma, that was him that did that to me.
That is, listen. All that,
and I believe he killed Kim.
I heard a bunch of interviews with Al B. Shore, and he was talking about his son and all that shit involved with the whole situation with dude. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, low key, I believe all that shit the nigga Al B. Shore was saying, because them niggas in New York was like, the nigga Al B. Shore, he was really a gangster. Like, all that R&B shit was a front, nigga. Like, this nigga was a gangster dope boy. And all that shit coincide and go with all that Diddy shit. I swear to God, because of the whole relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Swear to God, it's crazy that you say that, Binky, because I just thought about that.
Yeah.
I'll be in them was hanging with Bobby Brown and Mike Tyson, so you already know what kind of parties them niggas was having.
Listen,
let me address this too, because let's take it away from Diddy and Cassie real quick, because the only way I can answer it, or not answer it, but speak to this, what Nicole said, and even what Irene kind of co-signed. She said, men clearly don't understand a cycle of abuse. He's nice, calm before the storm, abuse, then cycle starts over again. Let me explain something to y'all. I agree that is probably what the man does in this, how you explain the cycle and the good, the bad, the abusive, the sweet. I understand that. But what y'all don't know is y'all have a cycle too. Your cycle is, let me be very attentive to this man. Let me come in and act like I'm down for everything. Let me come in and show him he king to me, and I want to do all this freaky shit to him. I'm never honest about what I don't like. I come in and acting like I like it all. I come in and acting like it's his world and he can do what he want to do. And then all of a sudden we invest in that. We like, oh, I'm keeping her around. Matter of fact, she can get the bread, she can get the house, she can get the car, she can get my attention, she can get my time, she can have a baby by me. She could. Now all of a sudden you like, I don't want to do this. Now he abusive. Bitch, you switched up. Now I'm mad as fuck because I'm paying for your ass and you ain't doing shit.
That was manipulation in the beginning.
Now, so that is just some. Now again, I don't want to compare the abuse level. Because I don't think physical abuse, emotional, sexual abuse is good. But I'm saying y'all don't understand that the switch up ain't just us men being nice one minute and all of a sudden we monsters. We bought into a bitch who sold herself to us with deceit and lies. And now that we see that you ain't really on that, we're angry at you. Why did I wait? Why did I pick you, bitch? Because you was a different motherfucker. Now you want to slow down and switch up on me. I wouldn't have picked you. I don't even want no woman like that. I want to be a bachelor. So you done sold me so well that I picked you. And now you switching up and you wonder why I got a fucking attitude problem. Like, this is another aspect that women do not understand. It ain't just us having these moments where we sweet one day, nice the other. How many women, Pac G, and you have been in a lot of relationships? How many times your girl just be the sweetest thing ever, and you be like, man, I love her, man. Matter of fact, I feel bad. I'm gonna stop calling these other bitches. I'm gonna stop doing everything. I'm gonna be about my girl. As soon as you leave your hoes alone, your bitch is a fucking demon on you. You like
bullshit. You be like, did I do? Was this all for nothing?
I'm just saying. So this is a two-way motherfucking street, man.
Oh shit. That's crazy.
Okay, but I feel like Nicole's comment though really is kind of addressing the fact that people just have a hard time understanding why it's so hard to leave a situation like that alone for a victim. I'm just saying because
why is it hard for that man who will feel and express what I just expressed to leave his wife or baby mama alone? He still feel like, you know what, man, I want to go. But I'm stuck in this cycle of abuse. 1 minute I'm loving her. 1 minute I feel stupid as fuck for being with her. 1 minute I'm, happy to be in my kid's life. The next minute I'm ready to leave all these motherfuckers alone. You get what I'm saying? This is a two-way street is what I'm trying to force people to hear and see.
Okay.
If you don't, you picking a side, and that's not good enough.
Well, I'm definitely picking a side, of course. And we are talking about this Diddy situation.
If you go back to them, we all established, we agree that he wrong.
Okay, so you're saying
he did dirt. Okay, we're talking about abuse now. Okay, we're talking about abuse now. Women think
how do you not
stressing a man out to the point of suicide is as abusive as a man physically slapping a girl. Women be having niggas ready to be like, dude, I hate my fucking life.
They be having niggas to ready to mentally crash the fuck out. I ain't gonna lie. It's a lot of women that have a lot of men mentally ready to crash the fuck out. Like,
but can I ask you
if he's saying on that because, but in my mindset, I feel like a lot of those niggas that do go through that, they're kind of weak-minded. To me, because I'm not gonna let a motherfucker nobody have that much control and power over my mental or my mindset, first off. But I'm just saying that I feel like the niggas that they do to, a lot of women that they do to it, they fucking know what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but can I ask y'all, because y'all have talked about like pimping lifestyle before, right? How do pimps usually deal with hoes? Like, in all seriousness, isn't there a lot of manipulation? Like, isn't there a lot of manipulation there? Isn't there a lot of push you away, pull you close, make you feel special, but treat you ain't like shit?
If you turning out a bitch who not a hoe, it's a lot of manipulation. Yeah. If you catch a bitch, if a bitch chews up on you, that's a hoe. She already hoeing.
Yeah, no, not
whole nother motherfucking relationship. Yeah. Whole nother conversation.
So then talk about turning them out though, like that same type. Because I feel like Diddy turned this girl out.
Turning them out is grooming. Turning them out is convincing them that what you're offering is better than what they already think a good life is. You know, it's no different than selling your company. You want them to work for you. You telling them, oh, well, we got this benefits and we got this benefits and. You know, you work here and you work here. You really work hard. In 10 years, you're gonna have it.
You're gonna use certain tools and strategies in order to manipulate that person to go this direction. You feel what I'm saying?
And it's a good way of saying it. Pimping is a business. So I just use an example of an employer. We're gonna make you want to work here, and you're gonna work and give us your time and your energy, and you're gonna lose years of your life, and you're gonna get underpaid, and you're not gonna like it at times. But you will have benefits. You will get to go to the doctor when you get a UTI.
What's crazy about the pimp game is that it's two different managers in the pimp game. It's a GM and it's a motherfucking manager.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, back in the day, it used to be just the motherfucking GM, which is the general manager, nigga that's running the whole shit. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But nowadays, it's a GM and it's a manager. So nowadays, these pimps, they got somebody to manage the hoes while they off doing some other lucrative shit that they got going on in their life. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
okay, I hear you.
It's a difference. It's a difference.
Okay, let's see what our girl Mariah Sincere says. She said, exactly, Binky. They know exactly how to turn a woman out. They be turning their girlfriends out, be whole boyfriend pimps. Yeah, because that's what I like. Because I feel like there's certain things.
No, they won't take accountability for shit.
We have established
boyfriend pimps is crazy.
So there aren't boyfriend pimps. I feel like I've even seen that.
It's a real thing. What she's saying is valid.
Yes,
but she's omitting women, girlfriend pimps. She's omitting girlfriend manipulators.
This girlfriend pimps out here.
Real talk. Mm-hmm. How many a girlfriend pimp is the type of bitch that'll have another nigga baby and finesse you into raising it and thinking you the only one and love you.
Yours. Yeah.
Is that not a girlfriend pimp? Baby. You know what I'm saying? Is this bitch not trying to sell you a dream? Is she not coming in acting like you God gives to everything? And
look like she is intrigued by the conversation,
bro. She can't argue it. I mean, I offer an argument to anybody that wanted to change, a different opinion.
No, I am. I was listening, and then
okay.
Her face saying it all, ain't it, G?
It is, G. Like I read good, like.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Read books, I read faces also. You hear me? So,
I'm listening to you guys. I promise I'm listening to you guys. But I literally was like,
"Hey, listen, I gotta check the temperature now."
When you talk to women about these kind of subjects, they always make it personal. They always think about how they are. They always think about how I am with men, how I was in relationships. They can't conceive that the other 50 bitches they know is how we're talking.
You're right.
Y'all are one out of 100 bitches.
Mm-hmm. Y'all
are the minorities that don't move like this.
To be honest with you, like what AP saying, all that shit is valid.
Like, majority of women are
motherfucker. Like
everybody use their resources to try to get over on the next person, but unfortunately, women's main resources her vagina and her loyalty, her pretend loyalty. So she come in like
loyalty.
Bitches will lie in your motherfucking face. Cry.
What do you mean by that?
Put like this. This is like any nigga who ever seen a side bitch of theirs that had a nigga. Like, let's say you fuck a bitch who got a dude and you see her get caught up. You gonna watch her put on the best performance in God's green earth. She just was gobbling your nut down like a motherfucking smoothie. Man, but she gonna put on a performance for her nigga that caught her. Like, I swear to God, they gonna turn into a whole motherfucking victim. Like, bitch, you chased me down, bitch.
Okay,
I'm just saying, y'all can't be this naive.
Listen, y'all you know bitches be smacking their lips like.
Because they don't want to hear. Listen, they don't want the mirror. They don't want the mirror turned around.
No, I reject that.
They don't want the mirror turned around.
I reject that reflection. It's adding 10 pounds to my shit. Okay, that's not me.
Okay? I've seen it on your face, baby. I've seen it on your face, baby.
Let me tell y'all this. Let me tell you about this corn video that I had back in the day that Ice-T produced. I don't know if he produced it, but he was like a narrator in it. So he was going over each kind of hoe. So each clip of the porn or the corn, whatever, was a different type of hoe. So he had the street level hoe, he had the club hoe, he had the groupie hoe, he had the the carpet hoe, and he had the wife. Each one was a hoe, and he showed how each of them manipulated and took advantage of men, and it was accurate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But they don't want to see themselves as being manipulative or deceitful. They don't want to see their actions as grooming. They're grooming their boyfriends and husbands. They don't want to see it as that. Y'all doing the same exact shit with y'all resources. Go ahead.
Talk your shit, AP.
I want her to talk. I want some blow. I mean,
talk your shit, AP.
listen, I understand, and I do not deny that. Of course, we have manipulative ways. I mean, we know how to get.
Hold on, read this, Binky, and then finish.
Okay. Mariah said, deflection at its finest. We over here talking about Diddy doing the worst of the worst, but somehow this turns into women are hoes. Right.
Binky.
Wow.
Is she being hold on, Pac G. Is she being deceitful? Is she being emotionally mature and honest right now about this conversation? What do you think?
She is, because we're talking about because we're talking about Diddy and Cassie.
Did I not change the subject? Did I say let's take it away from Diddy and Cassie and let's talk about abuse?
I need to smoke.
You did.
That's a straw man argument to try to argue a point we're not arguing no more and bring it back. We already agreed how wrong Diddy was. And then I said, let's change the subject from abuse. Let's change the subject from Cassie and Diddy and talk about abuse. And manipulation is a part of that. So that's the conversation we're having right now. And it's not deflection. And what I said needs to be analyzed and at least considered. Not
about the manipulation.
Not dismissed because a man said it. We supposed to listen to y'all gripes, but a nigga say something and we supposed to just, he's a narcissist. This nigga's like, stop it, y'all. Y'all got to be different, man. Y'all got to be fair.
So if we are talking about manipulation that women do, I was saying that yes, we do.
I love you, Mariah. Don't get it fucked up. I ain't mad. I ain't mad at it, but you know what I'm saying. I'll be the manipulator there. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying. Anybody who watching this, I take the manipulator. I'm the manipulator. Go ahead, fuck it. Go ahead, Binky. But again, unfortunately, you're the only female on the panel tonight. So I'm no longer gonna give any pushback.
No, you gotta give the pushback because that's how we have the conversation, right?
But I mean, I said enough.
It's 3G's now, y'all. We gotta take everything in account. You hear me?
I'm saying I said enough though. We don't need
3G's.
I want a woman to end this conversation off before we move on. And you can take it back to Diddy if you want, but I'm just saying I said a lot. I'm gonna shut up for a minute so you can balance it out and then we can move on to the next thing. Basically.
Talk your shit, Binky.
Okay, so what I was gonna say was I was going to agree with you, or I think I was already starting to agree with you as far as yes, women can be manipulative. I don't disagree with that statement. But the fact that women can be manipulative at times doesn't excuse a man for abusing them at any point.
You shouldn't be abusive at all.
Like emotionally, mentally, physically, sexually, none of that. Like, so if let's say I manipulated myself into a relationship with this person or whatever, that doesn't mean that they have the right to do anything they want to do to me, is what I was going to say. When it comes to that, like, are you feeling that, or you feel like no, that's still not taking accountability in your? Say
it again, please. I was reading and I want to answer correctly.
Okay, so summarize that. Yeah, I was just saying that basically, even though it is true, right, that a woman can be manipulative, and even if she manipulates her way into a relationship, that doesn't give any man the right to abuse her in any way.
I 100% agree. I 100% agree that men should not abuse women in any way. But the real point I started, why I went left a little bit, is because I wanted to say that a lot of the abuse initially is naivete, because a man don't know he abusing you if you sold yourself to me as a freaky hoe. I don't know I'm doing you dirty. I think you like it.
Okay, now see, that's different.
You convinced me to think you like getting choked, or you like getting nutted on, or you like getting pissed on. You made me think you like it, bitch. Now I'm in jail, bitch, because you know what I mean?
Listen, AP, I understand you completely where you coming from with that, because I feel like I was sold a goddamn sham. You feel me? Like, baby, you told me you was with all this and you with all that, and I'm thinking like, if you were against that, let me know in that moment.
Let me know. But I think once she did, I think in their case, so we don't get confused, Mariah.
Because Diddy, he went against
in their case.
When she was like, "Hey, daddy, I ain't with that," he was like, "No, bitch, like It ain't
right.
It ain't gonna be none of that. Like
he victimized
with
her.
niggas. He was kicking it with new niggas. He was partying. You're like, yeah, well, my bad little bitch Cassie, she in the next room. Woo, 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 woo. You know what I mean? You know how niggas be. You feel what I'm saying?
But for the record,
and that's bogus.
I did say he was wrong for fucking with her when she was 17. Mariah made that point that I agree with. I also agree that he was wrong for forcing her into any activity that she didn't want to be in. So I think we all in agreement on that. Yes, but again, I want to make it clear that if a woman sells herself as being part with the program, it is the level of deceit happening, and that man could be caught up. Now, if you had a son, you might think for that. You might think on the behalf of your son. Like, what was that sport? That's athlete's mom.
The mom.
Got in the way of her son and that girl. Women know other bitches ain't shit. They real protective of their sons.
What was his name? Travis something?
No, not Travis. Not Travis Hunter. It's another athlete. Where the one where he was at the basketball game, and then another athlete came and she was sitting next to him, and the mom like made her get up so she could sit.
Oh yeah. I know what y'all talking about now.
Yeah, I just can't think of the
mom wasn't wrong though. She wasn't wrong though because she peeped game. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
but yeah, and I would just say that like in your example, right, where you say like you make me think that you're down with all the freaky stuff, and I'm not feeling like I'm violating you because you're making me think that you're okay with this. That is definitely a different thing. If you don't I
might have checked on you 4 times, like good. She's like, yeah.
Shout out my boy Lacey, man.
I know. Shout out to Lacey.
Hey, Lacey, and GMS is in the chat too. GMS, you know.
Shout out GMS, okay.
Shout out to the GMS, man. Still being a part of the show. We appreciate you. Hope everything going good, brother. Yeah, man. So,
AP, I want to address something too, AP.
All right.
I was in the show. I was in the chat last week because I couldn't come to the show because I was doing some work shit. But you were talking shit, nigga.
Well, what did I say?
I don't remember exactly, but I remember you were talking.
It don't sound too important, then, do it? It don't sound too fucking important to you.
It is very important when I see you, because me and you, we've been known to have a relationship to where if you got something to say, you gonna call me and let me know, nigga.
You're gonna see a lot of rabbit bunny ears in your yard, nigga, in the next month, nigga. You ain't gonna know where it's coming from. I might just be laid out with
beans, I got whatever you looking for, nigga. Landmines. What you want to do?
BB gun fight, nigga.
Every
time I see you, I'm popping you. Every time I see you, I'm popping your ass.
Fullies too, nigga. BB gun fullies, nigga. Let's get it. What you want?
Every time I see you, getting hit with some BBs, nigga.
On the G.
I just want to show you how many times you would get murked if you was fucking with me.
Say less, nigga.
You gonna be like, damn, this nigga killed me again.
You think I ain't gonna see you?
You ain't gonna see me. You ain't gonna see
you. Trust me.
You wear sunglasses in the dark, nigga. You wear sunglasses at night, nigga. I'm gonna pop your ass up.
I don't even have my lasers on all the time. I got 3 pairs of Cartier glasses, nigga. I wear this one sometimes. The other pair I maybe wear on a Sunday or some shit like that. And the other pair I ain't even wore them yet. They in the box. Like I don't wear glasses all the time, nigga.
All right, well, we're gonna see.
I'm gonna catch you.
You have a lot of purple ass circles around your chest, nigga. There's gonna be plenty of motherfucking bruises around your motherfucking chest.
Yeah, it's gonna be green and blue circles around yours. That's what.
Green and
don't
blue.
Worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yellow man.
Yeah, nigga. Trigger boy.
That should be fun. No, that should be fun as a bit. Oh, what that won't be fun. We keep catching each other laughing. The problem is we won't know if it's real or not, and it might go bad. That's the only reason we can't do it for real. Damn, that would be fun.
You gotta let me know, like.
No, I ain't finna die behind this shit. That's serious.
Yeah, no, fuck it. We good. I love you.
All right, I'm sorry. Yeah, whatever I said last week, I apologize.
I love you, bro. We good.
Now
fuck all that bullshit.
Fuck all that shit. Yeah. Niggas would get killed playing too much.
Oh my God.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so all right, let's see what y'all think about this next story.
On the panel, y'all. On the panel. Look, her face lit up with the computer screen. You see that? Y'all see that? Her shit was like,
stop. Don't worry about it.
Again, look.
That's how you know.
Look, she going. Y'all see La Marita glowing? Anyway. Look like she went got the new set of teeth. Y'all know how everybody go get the motherfucking new sets of teeth.
She got the
look like a new set. Look, beautiful.
This is thank you, Pac G. Thank you for that.
Shout out to our sister Binky, man. Give her flowers, y'all. Y'all give her flowers.
I can't with you. What you been doing tonight?
Hey, 30 dick pics by the end of the night, guys. Flutter shit at Binky dot hot girl on fucking Gmail, whatever fucking it is. 42 meat swipe pictures. Yeah,
for, you know what I mean?
Y'all. Flutter shit.
Tonight, y'all.
Definitely not. But thank you for the love and the compliment.
Hey, it's gonna be some nigga here like, don't mind if I. Hey, you know niggas be wanting to be axed because they don't want to be the creepy nigga just saying it for no reason. They want to be axed and shit.
Yeah, they want to be axed. Yeah, so we open the invites.
No, we're not.
My sister La Marita to send
she told us to ask y'all because she's shy. She want 42 meats by the end of the night.
I do not. Don't do that shit. I will block you.
42 meats is crazy, G.
Don't send me nothing. You can send me a Cash App though at BinkiBianca. Okay.
Hey, listen, y'all. Hey, y'all heard the commercial? Arby's. We have the meats.
and if y'all got apps on y'all phone, y'all can put like what they call them where you alter the picture. What they call this? Yeah, put filters. Put filters on your shit too.
Put filters on the meat.
Dress them up like Santa Claus.
It's gonna be so many mandingos in that motherfucking Binky.
Bunny ears, whatever the fuck y'all got,
Binky gonna look at the pictures like, this is a sausage fest. What is going on?
She gonna have dicks like,
I don't want no dick. Don't send me no dick. I don't want no dick, please.
She gonna have pit bull dick pics in that.
No, stop.
Airplane flying into it like 9/11 and shit, like boom.
Yeah, somebody gonna send that meat, a picture of that meat with a motherfucking a sub bun on that shit.
No, all kind of shit to size it up with at the house and shit. Don't say laid over a sub bun.
Anyway. Next to a remote control. Okay, so anyway.
That's hilarious.
All right,
a Hawaiian sweet roll in the little put a soft meat in a Hawaiian seat. Soft meat in a Hawaiian sweet roll.
Send meats on bagels and shit.
Y'all are so freaky. I can't.
That's crazy, dog.
Anyway, all right. Shit. So now we're gonna talk about another story. Maybe we'll have some more, debate going back and forth. We're gonna talk about DDG and Halle Bailey. Okay, so DDG, he is a very famous streamer, young man. He actually just got a restraining order put on him by his baby mother, Halle Bailey. She's a singer. So I'm going to read this story. It says, Halle Bailey says she's had enough of DDG allegedly abusing her. She's filed a police report, and now she wants court-ordered protection from the father of her child. In docs filed Tuesday in LA, she claims things first got physical in January. They broke up back in October, and Halle says DDG came over to pick up their son Halo, and she tried to start a convo with the rapper about a child visitation schedule. As she was buckling Halo into the car seat, she claims DDG grew agitated and repeatedly said, "Get out of my car, bitch." Halle says the baby was crying and she got nervous about DDG leaving with him in such an agitated state. That's when they allegedly started wrestling, with DDG pulling her hair, slamming her face on his steering wheel, and chipping her tooth. Halle says she was in pain and crying, and although that stopped the fighting, she was still worried about Halo, so she remained in the car for the ride over to DDG's house, where she told his family what happened. Once they told her they'd take care of the baby, she left hysterical and with bruises on her arms to go along with her chipped tooth. So she attached some photos, which, they have up. She also alleges that DDG creeped her out in March when he showed up at her home, entered without permission, went to her bedroom, and texted a pic of Halle's empty bed to her, along with the text, "Now I know what you've been on, LOL." She interpreted the text as DDG accusing her of having sex with other people. 4 days later, she claims he really exploded when he came back to her house, and Halle told him she and the baby were sick, and we, all saw that. So what do you guys think about this story about her filing a restraining order on her baby's father?
What you think, Pac G?
Honestly, shit. This shit happen all the motherfucking time. You hear me? Like, this is a normal occurrence in America, and it's been a normal occurrence for over 30 years. You hear me?
For the
I'm
whole
42 years
existence
old.
of the
I didn't
world, nigga.
seen this shit so many times in my lifetime, and I'm 42. You hear me? So it's nothing new to me. Like, I seen this shit going on before the internet was even popping. Like, before they even had podcasts. Like, I was seeing this shit. So to me, in my eyes, it's just like, it's just some baby mama drama. It is what it is. She gonna be right back fucking with the nigga. All that, like, it is what it is to me in my eyes. I'm gonna leave it at that. Like,
unfortunately, saying that's a regular
sad.
thing is the truth. But
Yeah.
I've been saying for years, kids fuck up relationships.
Mm-hmm.
You want to fuck a relationship up, have a kid, motherfucker. That shit finna
It
be
depends,
fucked up.
though, AP. It depends, though, because listen, both parents might not love this little bastard the same way. You feel what I'm saying? And both parents might not be fit enough to even be a motherfucking parent. First off,
Well,
you feel what I'm
again, when
saying?
you
Like, it
but
takes
this
a
the
whole lot
thing,
to
right?
raise a kid, G.
You don't get
So
wise in your 20s and 30s, but that's when you're gonna have your babies. That's when you're gonna be raising. That's why people are better off with their grandkids, because they was dumb motherfuckers when they was raising their kids. They was emotional.
you
They
know
didn't
what?
have
I
no
thank God
control over their
I
stuff.
ain't got no grandkids. Like, I have 3 grown and adult children, and I don't have any grandchildren.
But
Thank God. And
if you
ain't none of my
did, you were.
kids even bringing up no grandkids. So
But if you did, you would probably raise them slightly different than you did your own kids, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
of
these
course I
people
would.
be
Of course I would.
young
Hell
and
yeah.
emotional. They are young and emotional, and
Yeah.
they gonna fight. And it's
And
unfortunate,
they
but
gonna fight, yeah.
first of all, let's talk about them directly. Them two people, as a mother and father, and I don't think they're together or whatever.
No.
They should never deal with each other no more, other than
No.
child related issues. She done called the
Child
police
related
and
issues.
put a case on them. So as a man, even if you wrong, which you are wrong, I believe he wrong for that. Once they hit the fucking police button, never do you
You gotta
fuck
leave
with this
that
bitch
alone
again,
completely.
other than
Ever
passing the
again.
baby off. Ever again. And then
Ever.
on
That's
her,
it.
hold on. Then let's balance it out. Once a man chip your tooth, ladies, never fuck with
You
this
should never
nigga
fuck with this
again.
nigga ever again. Ever.
You feel me? And that's your responsibility at this point. So once you
And
get
listen,
bit by an animal, don't let that motherfucker bite you twice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that's how I felt about it. I felt like she did the right thing.
That goes vice versa, y'all. With passing the baby off too. Like, woman, if this man chip your motherfucking tooth, don't ever fuck with this nigga again and be in this nigga presence. You pass that baby off third party. And bitch ass nigga, if this motherfucking girl did some violation shit to you, you should never fuck with this bitch ever again, nigga. You pass that baby off third party, my nigga. You feel
it makes
me?
sense to
And
me.
you know what?
Like,
honestly, like, I've been there and done it. You feel me? So to where when I got it to the level to where it was just like kids third party shit, or I got full custody of the kids, then guess what? Everything was great. You feel what I'm saying? Like, once you get your shit solidified and situated, you ain't got to worry about nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I done got custody of my daughter before. You feel what I'm saying? And I done had to go on some in between shit, third party shit to get my kids before from my other baby mamas type shit. So it's like, that's some fuck shit, but it's not no fuck shit because it's protecting you and it's protecting them. You feel what I'm saying? Despite if
it's
you
the
give a
smart
fuck about
thing.
what she got going on her side, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a good
Yes,
go
I mean
between.
that's why I say I think this
So,
was a good idea because, okay, to AP's point, on both sides, right? He shouldn't want to deal with her anymore. The cops got involved, but also for her, young ladies, I want to make sure that women get that message of you don't need to hold a man down. If he does get physical with you, you don't need to just hold it in and hold him down and deal with it privately. You should get the police involved. You should get them involved because what's going to happen?
On record,
yes, because because if you don't do that, what are people going to say? You mean to tell me he did this to you X amount of times and you just now saying something? Because it's always going to turn into your fault. If anything else happens to you and you keep getting victimized, the more quiet you become.
Yeah,
you build a record.
And I think men is bad. Men is bad at, like, when a woman do try to hold it down and not call the police, we blame them later. Like, well, bitch, why you ain't did nothing? You know, so I can understand that too. But I also come from a time where men and women didn't never do that. They'll fight like cats and dogs and then be eating breakfast the next day.
Dogs in that motherfucker. Yeah.
And damn sure wasn't, like, even if the woman left, like, I ain't fuck with this nigga no more. He took it too far. She ain't calling the police though either.
And
she was like, I'm done fucking with this nigga.
Yeah.
And I could say in this particular case, something else that may have made her also want to go ahead and get the restraining order is it's not just the two of them, right? So we got to think about this. DDG is one of the most famous streamers out there. He has hundreds of thousands of fans, if not maybe millions, right?
That watch him. Know that nigga,
and we're old. We're old. You know what I'm saying? Trust me.
So
the kids know him. The kids know him. And whenever he has an issue with her, he mobilizes his fan base against her. So they start harassing her. Okay. They start harassing her on social media. They start talking shit to her. And, you know, like literally for Mother's Day, for example, she was out of the country or whatever. She went with her sister on a trip with the baby. And like academics and some other outlets, I believe, were reporting that they believe she was with like this male singer, and she was like on vacation. So he's texting her, harassing her about that, and calling her, just telling her, listen, bet when I get the baby back, it's my turn, and this is a bad look for you, and all this stuff. And even that stuff where it was talked about that he came in her house, at some point when she wasn't there, and took a picture of her bed and sent it to her because it was empty, and like, oh, I see what you was on. That's creepy. And I've been in them stalkerish weird situations where it's like, why are you in my house at this time?
Can I throw something out about academics?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't fuck with that nigga because he's a bitch.
Thank you.
But other than that, let's keep going.
Well, that was a disclaimer we needed. Marcel Gary said, what if she was wrong and or disrespectful and he slapped sidebar, not hit with fist her? Okay, so if he slapped her, is he justified or an abuser? I don't think a singular slap, if y'all are having an argument, labels you as an abuser, but that is abuse. You see what I'm saying? Like, putting your hands on someone
is still abuse regardless, because you're putting your hands on somebody. That's physical abuse.
And it's wrong.
You can't do that. That's wrong in all sense and all fucking forms. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't be putting your hands on a person. Like, if your words can't express how you feel and tell a motherfucker how you feel, and they can't get upset with you and not put their hands on you behind what you say to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now.
Right. And in this situation, it said that he grabbed her by her hair and slammed her head into the steering wheel. So it wasn't like a, shut up or like a move or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was more than that.
But see, listen though, man, let me point this out too. I've been in a lot of relationships, like AP said, and a lot of these women would just fucking provoke the fuck out of a man and put their hands on the man, knowing
and then they get hurt.
Knowing for a fact that the man is reformed and not on none of that, not putting his hands on nobody, like doing none of that shit. Like, the man wasn't a woman beater from the jump, but these women, they so aggressive and negative that they just attack. So what is the man supposed to do in that situation?
We're supposed to take it and let them fuck us up and scratch our eyes out and all that shit and tear our clothes and fuck all our house up and our.
Listen, if a bitch put her hands on me, listen, I don't have a bitch, I have a wife. But long story short, if a woman was to put, if I was in a relationship like that, and my spouse or my significant other put their hands on me, guess what I'm doing? I'm calling the motherfucking law. and I'm a gangster on the G. I'm a gangster, but I'm calling the law on her. You hear me? You know why? Because I feel like I'm entitled to do so. Because a woman could call the police on a man, and a man wouldn't even have to put his hands on a lady. But when the police come, his bitch ass going to jail regardless. Am I lying, AP?
Of course. Well, not nowadays. They starting to get wind of these bitches is crazy. Bitches be calling and getting cuffed up now because they be out of pocket.
Years though.
But yeah, it's a lot different now. Back in the day, they used to cuff the man off top because he is putting the cops in danger just by being a man. So they're like, I know what's going on. I know you called. That we're just gonna, for my safety, I'm just gonna put you in there. You know, that's kind of how
we're just gonna, bitch. No, hoe ass nigga. I ain't gonna do none of y'all, nigga. Fuck you mean?
Dig this though. Mariah said, slap me and see what happened. You going to jail or a casket. I respect that. I think that
I respect that too.
If that's how you get down, I fuck with that. Yeah. You know what I mean? You don't play that hitting shit. But I also know her enough to know you ain't provoking a nigga to hit you.
Or
you can articulate yourself. I can see her being fiery enough to have a back and forth, but I see her able to have a discussion. I've had a lot of relationships.
Yeah.
Have I slapped a couple chicks? A very, very very, very small.
Yes, you have.
Relax, nigga. You making it sound like I'm just a abuser out here.
But the point, like you an abuser. I'm just saying, like they provoked you. You just went back.
If I could do it over, hold on. If I could do it over, I would avoid those women, because what I was about to point out is you can see which type of woman is going to take it there. Be physical with you. And you can see that. And now once a woman get physical, we should be leaving. We should be like, all right, you did too much. You crossed the line. Instead of us hitting back or trying to show our dominance, we should be like, you one of them kind of fighting bitches. I'm out.
Yeah.
We need to get away from these crazy bitches off top. Because we gonna lose in the end.
First argument or your first disagreement with this woman that you dealing with in this relationship or whatever y'all got going on to show you how she is going to react to anything else in the future.
But this is what I'm saying. When I was trying to get at, Packy, let me finish this. When I had multiple relationships, and I'm saying really 2 women got slapped out of a lot of women. And the reason why the other women didn't get slapped ain't obviously because I'm unwilling to slap a bitch. It's because they never did nothing to get slapped. They never came at me to push me to that level of physical back and forth, by the way. I ain't never slapped a bitch. I ain't never put hands on me back or first. But the point is, why is it 100 bitches that never got even touched or would ever even think I would? But then there's 2 bitches that be like, that nigga will slap the shit out of you if you... Wow, where do those 2 bitches come from? Am I just hold on. Did I love them more or something? Was I hurt more? No, bitch. You was you an asshole. Go ahead, G.
Listen, G. I've had one woman who would say the exact words. Oh, this nigga will beat you up. This. No, this nigga won't beat you up because every other woman that I've been with besides her will say he won't do that. He's caring. He loving. He don't put his hands on women. He don't do none of that shit. Like, if you provoke him, put your hands on him, attack him, or do some shit like that, he's going to defend himself. Mm-hmm. He's going to prevent you from hurting him, but he's not going to just abuse you, beat you down, do no whole ass shit to you like that. I've never been struck as that type of person. You feel what I'm saying? So,
and I do understand that sometimes... because I think I've talked about it on this show before, where I had a come to Jesus moment, you know what I'm saying? Where it was like, listen, we cannot be putting our hands on each other or whatever, but I had started that, you know what I mean? And he was like, we cannot be together if that's how you're going to get down,
I'm not going to deal with no woman.
And it never happened again.
And to add to what Mariah said, you're supposed to leave or whatever. Women, let them leave.
Yeah.
I agree with her, but you have to let us
let us go. Let us go.
A lot of shit happens to get to the physical point. For all we know, DDG, whatever the fuck his name is, was trying to leave. For all we know, she got in the car and wouldn't get the fuck out. And now all of a sudden they tussling and he slammed her fucking head on something. I don't know. But I don't know.
That's what her tooth got chipped, right?
I doubt he took her by her hair and was like, here, bitch, bow. I'm sure it was some going on, some shit happened. She ended up on the wrong end of it, but she ended up on the wrong end of it, which is still fucked up. We gotta be aware that we stronger, you know. But
and you fucking with women now.
It wasn't just. Let me take her head and slam it into the motherfucker. I don't know. It could be, but I don't know, man.
But you never know about some niggas though, G. Some niggas is like that. You feel me? Like,
yeah, but hold on, the niggas that are like that bitch ain't gonna take a picture without little damage. She ain't gonna take a picture with little damage. She gonna take a picture where she don't look like herself. Now think about what I just said. When you fucking with an abuser, bitch, you gonna look like you got jumped, bitch. You gonna look like 30 bitches whooped your ass.
Listen, when a bitch know that they fucking with a nigga that's like that, they not even gonna take the chance.
Oh, they will. Shit like no, that's the goddamn lie. Some of them bitches, shit. Them bitches, hold on, no, niggas. You wrong, G. Them bitches will get out the. Them bitches will have a sling on their arm and they face beat up and still be challenging that nigga. Don't get that fucked up. Ooh, these bitches, it's some crazy bitches out there. But the men are no better. The men are no better, man. Y'all, listen, a lot of people ain't been nowhere or been around shit. Yeah. And I get it. Y'all is used to y'all little bitty quiet circles.
Green.
I seen enough to that's why I don't give people passes, man. Most people are homeless, they homeless for a fucking reason. Most people that are on drugs for a fucking reason. Most people that got their ass whooped for a fucking reason.
For a reason. On the G. That's a fact. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see what's going to happen with them. I mean, hopefully they can work it out, but she was granted the restraining order, you know, FYI. I mean, their son is what?
Go ahead and read that, Binky.
Copacetic, you mother. Copacetic said, only way you can chip. He said, only way you can chip a bitch tooth like that with no other injury is because her mouth was wide open yelling. First of all, she did have other injuries.
Oh boy, man.
She had bruises on her arms and stuff as well. So it wasn't just that. She was fucked up. She has the pictures there. So anyway, I was gonna say, you know, their son is a little over 1 year old, so they're just getting into the groove of being co-parents and not being in a relationship. So I'm just hoping that this whole thing calms down and doesn't
for the kids' sake.
For the child's sake. And because
like, come on, a baby needs his mom and daddy.
I want to save men from what happens to you if you abuse a woman.
Yeah.
So you know how people be like, well, we got to save these women, protect these women. I want to protect the men who crash out on a bitch and you ruin your life. You become alienated from your kids, because how can your kid love you and you done hurt the woman they love the most, their mama. Yeah. So I'm trying to protect you from the jail.
That's the
Pac G. Nigga, you gonna let somebody finish some shit without your goddamn all your goddamn ad libs, nigga.
I've been drinking, man. I'm sorry.
I can tell.
Okay. Exactly. And another thing, nigga. I'm goddamn.
Fuck y'all. I love y'all.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you.
I'm feeling myself. I love y'all. Fuck y'all. This our show. This our shit.
I'm not mad at you, but in the audio to the listeners, it sounds like jumbled words.
I'm sorry. Okay.
That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to get the words to be clear for the listeners, my nigga. Okay.
I apologize, my light skin brother.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for being so gracious.
My cinnamon, brother. You know, I'm sorry.
Don't call me cinnamon, my nigga. That was you trying me now, nigga. You gonna get shot up fucking with me like that.
I told you we can be. I ain't gonna say what I got, but fuck you.
Nigga, protect yourself at all time, man. So
I love you to death, nigga.
Love for show, nigga. You know what it is.
You already know.
So, well, I don't even know. I don't know.
You want to protect the young men. That's what.
Oh
yeah.
We don't. We so busy trying to protect the women. If we protect the men from their actions, we'll protect the women by proxy. You know what I'm saying? So we need to learn to protect young men's energy, get them early, and start really shunning the idea of physically touching a woman, and staying with a argumentative and aggressive woman. We need to get these little niggas. Hey, that
what
should
did PK Kirkland say on that interview?
We might need to put some classes together.
Not about abuse, but when he was talking with Van Lathan and Homegirl, and he was like, I wouldn't even get with you. I would have been slapping you in the mouth, but I know to stay away from getting in a relationship.
Okay, good.
With women like that.
There you go. So basically, we need to shun women who don't know how to have emotional intelligence, who don't know how to control themselves when they're emotional.
Mm-hmm. Look at
you're a ticking time bomb. The most dangerous men in the world are people, are unintelligent people and emotional people.
Yeah. Those are the most dangerous people. AP, she got that look on her face again.
Well, I'm listening.
You know that look on her face. Like I know Binky. Like, come on, AP. Like I know Binky. Like you know Binky. She always got this look on her face, and it'd be like, nigga,
that's called a screw phrase, bro.
Talking about? I'm not trying to hear none of that shit.
That's called
you feel what I'm saying? Like I see this look so much from her when you talk to her, AP. I do.
You are capping. Listen, I'm agreeing with what AP's saying because, like he said, if y'all educate the young men. Listen, you don't have to be around every kind of woman, right? So if there are women that are like that like to provoke bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Then, you do want to give people the tools to move around those things and not try to go to therapy to figure out how to deal with these people better. No, the answer is not messing with it.
Eliminate all of it. You hear me?
Yeah, no. So I understand that, and I do agree with that. And I actually think AP, I know you're not like in the mood to do a lot of content and stuff, but I think you could thoughtfully really do a video where you could really get your thoughts out on AP for Life, about helping, men, especially these young men, with how they can deal with contentious baby mama, baby daddy situation.
You know what you just made me think about? What? Now, I don't know if this is in all communities, but my YNs, they have gotten less violent with girls. Girls, because these young men don't fight back, have gotten more violent.
That's because the YNs are more violent with their ops.
But think about what I'm saying. These young dudes is not beating their girls' ass. They getting beat up by their girls now. But they
shouldn't be getting beat up by their girls either.
But listen, G, this is the problem with power in general. When whoever feels like they in power, if they are fucked up in the head, they will abuse their power and do things to who they perceive as weaker. They will control them. They will be physical. They will be violent.
And that shit weak.
It's a lot of women punking and physically hurting and hitting and punching these niggas now. So
I agree. And you know what's so crazy? Back in the day, it was so vice versa. And it was way more predominant back then. Because if you think about Ike Turner and all that shit shit came from back in his time. You feel what I'm saying? And niggas was living on through that. All out through the 80s, the 90s. These niggas were standing on these women. But nowadays, I ain't gonna lie, AP, you right. The times have changed. The tables have flipped. And these niggas is whole niggas. They getting treated by these women. These women is choking these niggas out. They slapping them. They calling them bitches. Bitch ass nigga, you finna watch the kids. I'm finna go out with my girls. I'm finna go do this, do that. You bitch ass nigga, stay at the house. Make sure you put them kids them noodles or whatever the fuck you got to make them niggas pizza or whatever. And put them to bed. And you can have your time after that, nigga. But I'll be back later.
And they also know it ain't like they physically scared of the woman's physical abilities. They know that these girls gonna have your fucking house shot up later. They know they gonna send their other niggas, and these tender dick ass niggas will really
so tender.
But the other niggas they fucking will really come shoot your ass. Like literally on her words, come over there and have beef with you and shit. You like, who is this nigga?
Listen, LaDonna hit that shit on the motherfucking head on the G. I've been calling these niggas tender for at least 12 years, 15 years now. You hear me? I've been calling these bitch ass niggas tender out here because they've been tender for these hoes, LaDonna. You right, baby.
Wait, first of all,
Victor,
Victor Shaw, my brother, and you know we go way back. How am I problematic? I need you to elaborate, please.
What? Wait a minute.
I am far from problematic. No, I'm just saying I'm far from problematic. So I need to know what he means by that. I mean, listen, he's been 3G's forever, so I just want to hear what he has to say.
I mean, we can open the phone lines up if you want.
We can open the phone lines up, sis. We can do that right now. Actually, we 2 hours in, y'all. I just realized it.
How long you got? How long you got, Pac G?
Man, I got all night, nigga. Let's run it.
Lucky us.
This nigga drunk as hell. He about to. And the crazy part is like the liquor it's getting more in his bloodstream, and you just watching it happen.
My bottle gone. It's over. It's empty. This motherfucker
empty. And let me say thank you to Sean Mims. Sean Mims sent me a cash up, so thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much.
Mims, hey man, you've been the motherfucking 3G's. One of our OGs for a long time, so Sean Mims,
one of our biggest sponsors for sure.
I've been fucking with you for years, Sean Mims. I better have some cash app in there, nigga.
Oh my god,
Pac G. And I got a few cash apps from you.
Pac motherfucking G.
I love Sean Mims. That's my brother.
Pac G. I'm about to mute your goddamn ass.
You ain't finna mute shit, Binky.
Okay, listen, Pac G. I want you to count to 3.
1, 2, 3. Let's go back to the show. Come on.
I love you.
He was about to slap you. He was about to get a.
He was right.
He was. No, I wasn't. I'm
that
sorry,
shit turned left.
I forgot I was on the computer screen. I'm doing this shit.
We some hypocrites.
I'm sorry. I forgot I was on the computer screen. I'm sorry.
Hey, we some motherfucking hypocrites.
I wasn't gonna hit you. I wasn't gonna hit you. That's a lie. Listen to AP. I wasn't gonna hit you, Binky. I love you. I won't go hit you. Don't listen to this light skin nigga.
You better love me, boy.
Like, he was just being sweet to you an hour ago. Now you ready to slap the shit out of you.
Yeah, you like, bitch.
I'm sorry,
bitch, don't challenge me.
You know, good bitch, you ain't gonna mute me.
I'm the baddest motherfucker in the concrete jungle.
Motherfucker to come across this land. 3G's, goddamn it, royalty. Fuck you, mean. You hear me? I'm 3G's royalty, baby. You can't shun me.
You're right. You are definitely one of the kings. You're one of the kings.
La Marita. We love you, La Marita.
Anyway.
Hey, Pac G being disruptive as hell with that alcohol in his.
I'm sorry. He is.
He'll be at the Chappelle show. Okay, nigga, do your show. I'm trying, motherfucker. Like, go ahead, tell some jokes. Nigga, shut the fuck up so I can tell a joke. Oh, my bad. You know I fuck with you, though. You know I fuck with you, Chappelle. I fucked with you my whole life. You know?
Oh, my God. Listen.
Binky, I'm sorry, sis. Go ahead. Do your thing.
So I'm just putting the phone line up. But while I have...
Pac G, y'all.
Nigga.
Let's go.
God damn, you don't like silence tonight. Okay, so listen.
He don't know what's going on. Don't blame my nigga for not knowing what's going on.
He having a good time.
I just got back. I've been gone. Like, welcome me. I love y'all.
We love you too. We actually missed you. We're definitely gonna have another show where we all drink it.
Turn up a little bit, just a little bit. It's been a while since
you had a long day. You had a long day.
I had a long day. I've been up.
You did say that.
I went to work. I woke up at 5:30 this morning, and I just got home at 6 o'clock this evening from work. So,
yeah. So you had to let loose.
It's been a long one.
I understand. Well, I'm gonna answer. I'm a nigga. Okay, now.
Shut up. I'm sorry. I love you. Lama Rita, I love you.
I'm gonna answer.
Go ahead, Lama Rita. Wait, y'all. Lama Rita, let my sister Lama Rita talk and do her thing, y'all. Y'all keep stopping.
Who is y'all? Okay. Who the fuck is y'all?
The chat keeps stopping you. Go ahead, baby.
No, the chat ain't stopping shit.
Do your thing, Lama Rita.
I'm trying to answer Victor, okay? Because he answered me back. He said, why I'm problematic. He said, because I be beating on niggas, but he love me though. Victor, I gave that up over 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But I did slap a nigga because he was
she gave it up because he slapped her back.
He backhanded me.
so there is some correction that happens when a man is willing to correct a bad behavior that he sees.
He backhanded the fuck out of my ass. I'm like, what kind of shit is this? But
Binky, I ain't gonna lie. That was the lesson learned, wasn't it, sis?
Hey, she thought she had a punching bag. No, niggas, these niggas hit back, motherfucker.
That was the lesson learned, sis.
But you know something? That was the only I've never gotten like that with anybody else before him.
Because you learned that day. You learned a valuable lesson that day.
And we were drinking too. So yeah, it was just like way too much going on. And we were together. That happened in the very beginning of our relationship. And we were together for, years and years after, and it never happened again from either one of us. So, that's why I said, like, I'm not afraid to admit, right, when I fuck up and I do things that are less than becoming, right, of a lady to do. So that's all I was saying. All right. So while we're still waiting, y'all can call in. The number is up there on the screen. I'm gonna start talking about Tory Lanez real quick, if y'all don't mind. Y'all good with that?
Okay, they probably want to call in to talk to my drunk ass. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You think they do want to talk to you? Are you gonna let them talk?
Of course, I'm gonna let them talk. Really?
But you won't let us
really just fucking try me like that, La Marita? You know what, La Marita? Listen, you can't come back on the show wearing them shirts with that low cut breast line right there. You can't.
Hey, she gotta wear all Dickie suits.
You got all
Dickie suits.
Yeah, all Dickie suits. Yeah, Dickie suits. You hear me? Or Ben Davis button ups. You hear me? From 1994, Ben Davis button ups and Dickie pants. You hear me? You can't.
I want you to wear a hockey jersey and a Kango.
Yeah, and you can't. And listen. You gotta wear all regular neutral colors. You can't wear no lime greens. You gotta wear tans.
Oh, beiges, I can't wear bright colors.
No, you can't wear none of that shit. With that little split, no, we cutting all that shit off tonight, baby. No.
Oh my! This is so tame. I thought, but I thought it was a cute shirt.
You look like a sex. You look like a sex worker.
I'm a little sex worker.
Sex worker. I ain't heard a sex worker in months. This nigga said a sex worker. No.
A little sex worker.
I do not look like a little sex worker.
We got to put the goddamn Charles Flannery song on for your ass and shit. The shirt you got going on. You hear me?
Anyway, listen, I'm modest on this show. I know what y'all talking about.
You better be modest. You ain't got no choice but to be modest. You better come on this motherfucker and be modest.
Oh my God.
I just knocked my lights out, y'all.
Oh, yes. Thank God. Knock your mic out, too.
Oh, you talking shit?
All you see is that nigga sunglasses and shit. You don't see shit but sunglasses.
Pac G, you good over there?
Post it. You don't see shit but sunglasses. Hey. I paid a nice amount of money for these goddamn.
All I saw was the diamonds. Hey, I ain't see nothing but the diamonds.
Oh they better shine in the dark. As much as I paid for them, they better shine in the dark, nigga. Shit. I better still be on this motherfucker. Y'all better only see my eyes and hear my voice. You hear me?
Pac G.
In the dark.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, y'all phone lines are open. Marcel,
this is what Diddy was doing at half his motherfucking parties. He'd just get coked up and start talking and wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Oh shit!
I'm not coked up though. I'm just drinking and smoking.
I'm talking about the phone lines open and the phone ain't even plugged in. Okay, hold on. We got a call.
Tory.
3G's, you're on with the 3G's.
Answer your phone, woman.
Can you hear me?
Oh, check her in then.
Say, answer your phone, female. What the hell? What the hell are you talking shit about me, woman?
Oh.
It's Victor Shaw, me.
Oh, Vic.
That nigga called her. He called her a woman, broad, and motherfucking. He used like 5 female adjectives, like in 4 seconds. What else he say?
Nah, I ain't call you a bitch or nothing, dog. Binky, she the one. I love her, man. I love Binky.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
We're not gonna call you no bitch or nothing out here in these streets.
No,
she looking for a good man too. She want a good man.
That nigga, she what?
I said she need a good man. She want one. Can you be her Huckleberry?
Happy Huckleberry.
Nah, she be beating on niggas, bro. She be putting hands on niggas. I can't do it.
Beating on niggas. What?
I'm not about to be abused in these streets, bro.
Call the police on her ass.
Where do you hear this from, though? Do you have some information for us that could tell us about Binky's past or anything like that about her beating on niggas? Because Lima Reader might have a background that we don't know about.
And that nigga Pac G, bro. My nigga, you on one tonight, bro. That shit's comedy.
Man, I'm on it, man. I'm back, baby. You hear me? Yeah,
bro.
Baby. Yeah, man. I wasn't on here last week, man. I'm turned up this week, man. Man, we turned up, man. You know what I mean? I'm feeling good, man. I miss y'all, man. Back on the show. You feel me? I'm back with my people.
It's good to have you back,
over here. You see, I got La Marita with me. AP, my dog. You know what I mean? Like shit.
Emmett Smith.
3G's, man.
Do you have any jokes for him?
AP looking real Cuban tonight.
Oh damn.
Cuban.
Hey, Victor, you safe as hell, Victor, because you ain't got no picture on your shit. You know,
you got that right.
No picture on I'm anonymous. V on that motherfucker.
Yeah, you better stay anonymous, nigga, because I will give you a 30-minute special on this motherfucker.
Hey, you be like, oh, that nigga Victor Shaw, that nigga is exceptional.
This nigga said I will call him. I'm gonna get on your voice alone, nigga. This nigga sound like Bobby Blue Bland. Nigga, if you don't get your old man voice,
goddamn right,
nigga. Nigga sound like Bobby Womack.
Goddamn right, nigga. I be like, oh, nigga, it's easy like Sunday morning ass nigga. That's how
this nigga go to motherfucking karaoke night and he be asking the DJ, man, you got any James Ingram back there or something?
James Ingram,
sitting on the dock of the bay. Give me sitting on the dock of the bay. Like, nigga, goddamn
right, bro. Goddamn right, bro. We from the South, bro.
I ain't mad at you, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all, be quiet. Victor, I got a question for you. Where are you from?
What's that?
From the South.
No, from Georgia, Atlanta.
From Atlanta, Georgia. Okay.
Oh, same.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Yeah, my boy
from
man.
Think about what we've been talking about tonight. Do you have any opinion on what we've been talking about?
In terms of what? The Diddy shit?
Anything.
Well, you know what I'm saying, with the Diddy, like, why you stay with that nigga? Like, it's either the money or the status or whatever, because I'm not going to stay with a motherfucker who whipping my ass or making me
whooping my ass and abusing me. That's a fact. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, fuck out of here. I'm moving on. Like, the moment you disrespect me, we got problems.
Yeah, hell yeah, all my life. That's a fact.
You respect that. Okay, so what do you think about the baby daddy, baby mama, DDG and Halle story?
Well, with her, I don't know why she chose that nigga. She chose wrong. She chose a nigga who's not in her type of time. She grew up, you know what I'm saying? She's a upper middle class chick. You need to fuck with a nigga that's on your stage. You can't be fucking with no hood nigga and be no fucking regular smuggler bitch out here.
Yeah, and you can't fuck with a low grade when you done upgraded.
Yeah, it's like, nah, nigga gonna treat you
that's
like
how
that.
It goes.
So if you fucking around with a nigga like that.
I didn't think about that. Okay. So y'all think y'all agree with that? AP and Pac?
Yeah, whatever class you in, I think whatever class you in, that's who you need to be fucking with, unless you're trying to upgrade to the class that motherfucker you in that's in a higher class than you.
I feel like they're in the same class. If I'm thinking about who dude is and who she is, I feel like they're the same. Young, probably grew up with a decently spoiled childhood, got their own bedroom, got their own computer in their bedroom. Yeah. Like they the same.
All that.
They're on the same level.
But I feel that though. But I'm saying, if you like a hood nigga, if you grew up like, and I could say I grew up like you and Pac G grew up, bro. I was out here fucking hustling at 15 and shit, doing all kind of shit out here in the streets. My niggas was out here in the streets.
What kind of haircut did you have though?
Chill out, AP.
Kind of what?
What kind of haircut did you have when you was out here in these streets?
What kind of haircut did I have?
Yeah.
Bro, I had a fro, nigga. I had long hair.
A fro, a Philly fro.
You had he had a Ludacris, nigga. That nigga was walking around selling dope with a Ludacris, nigga.
So said a Ludacris.
I had a whole fro out here, bitch.
Go ahead, G. My bad. Victor had a Ludacris. He had the aliens the Andre 3000 aliens album. Go ahead, G.
We wasn't on those three stack shit, nigga. Nah, we was on some Trap City shit. Atlanta Trap City. Don't get it fucked up. Like, all the niggas moved here.
Yeah.
That's what made Atlanta gay, nigga. Atlanta gay is because all the niggas moved here.
Yeah. No, I get it. I respect it. I know what you mean.
Nah, this shit was Trap City when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? You be out here violating, you get put the fuck down, nigga. We had that.
Let me ask you this, though. Hold on, though. Let me ask you this. I need to ask you this. I need to ask you this for my own shit. You know what I mean? Some shit that I'm on myself. Was Gucci a real trap nigga from Atlanta? Even though he didn't come, even though he came from Alabama, was he a real trap nigga when he moved to Atlanta?
I don't know. That was
Gucci was a robber from what I heard. Like from the niggas that I know, like, I know some niggas from Milwaukee that was fucking with BMF back when Atlanta was popping. You hear me? And my nigga he a part of BMF, but he's from Milwaukee. But this nigga was like, man, the nigga Gucci is a robber, my nigga. That's what we knew him as. Like when I go to the club with them niggas, when I go to motherfucking to the hated party with me,
I would say this:
Gucci was a robbing ass nigga.
But if that nigga was a jacker, nigga, jackers was here, nigga. Niggas was out here robbing every fucking thing. When I was a young nigga, niggas would come up and be like, "Hey, can I buy some weed?" Yeah, nigga, we robbing you. There you go.
They robbing the custos. Hey, that's bad for business, nigga.
That is bad for business. We were robbing the custos.
No, because
a nigga that who came to the hood that we didn't know. Oh, we getting him. We gonna get him. If you a nigga that you come to the hood,
nigga, your shoes is going up on the telephone pole.
The custos though. I ain't gonna lie. In Milwaukee, we weren't robbing the custos, but a nigga that came from somebody else's hood that wasn't from this hood, oh, we getting him. All out the gate, we getting him. But the custos,
I was cool with a nigga from Milwaukee though. This nigga in jail for life for pimping, bruh. I'm like, yeah.
Wait, who you talking about?
This nigga's out here pimping.
I know a lot of niggas from Milwaukee pimping though that went to jail for life though. I ain't gonna lie. I know a nigga in Vegas that went to jail for life for pimping him from Milwaukee. I know a nigga in Cali that went to jail for life.
Milwaukee niggas be pimping and shit. God damn.
We been pimping. It's big pimping since Big been pimping in Milwaukee.
Years ago, bro. This is years ago. Man, I'm older than you, Pac. I'm about to be 43 in June.
No, y'all the same age.
Listen, hold on, wait.
Pac G old as hell too.
That say June 12th. I'll be 43 June 12th, my nigga.
Oh, what is shit? You 3
y'all both so ugly ass old niggas. Y'all got something in common. Y'all should hang out.
You were on them light skinned niggas from the South who can only get into the white juke bars.
Y'all should get a bottle of Remy and hang out.
I'm regular black skin. I'm not no light skin.
You ain't shit.
I'm not too dark. I'm not too light. I'm just regular brown skin.
Luda looking ass nigga. Hey, this is what we gonna do. Hey, Pac G, we gonna let Binky gonna interview the callers, and we gonna be kind of quiet. Let because I want the callers to get their shine in. And I like talking shit with you, G, but I'm gonna be quiet so you can get your shine in, Victor, because we glad you called. So Binky gonna ask you a few questions, and we're gonna do it like that so we don't interrupt, and it's only one voice speaking.
Most definitely.
Oh, now y'all good. What's up?
No, I mean, well, I did ask you already what you thought about those stories. So those were my questions that I had for Victor. Well, let me ask you this, Victor, though. Is there anything that you've always wanted to say to us that now that you're on the phone, you get a chance to say?
No, I'm just glad that it's not so topic based. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the topic based. I like when I started fucking with the 3G's years ago, it was just niggas out here chilling, talking shit.
That's what we started.
Hey, that's the game plan.
That was our game plan.
So I like that part of the shit. You know what I'm saying? The toxic bait shit, like whatever. It don't have to be so formatted or whatever. Like whatever.
No. Ain't no scripted shit, Victor.
Binky, we can't hear you either.
You can't hear me? I can't hear you now, AP.
I muted us, so you go ahead, but you was a little lower than normal.
Oh, okay. So what I was gonna say is, I do try to not be as regimented, right? About like stay on the topics, because I think that people do like when we just hear kicking it, that free flowing conversation is just the natural chemistry between us comes out. And so I think people do enjoy that. But then we get comments where people are like, shout out to Robert Nelson. You know, I think we messing with his ADHD or something, because he's like, y'all need to stay on the topic. Like, I can't follow the conversation. So it's always a mixture that we got to do. But I like that you like the natural side of us. And I think we're going to try to bring back more of that for sure.
No, and I appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to Binky. Shout out to GMS, AP, Pac. Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all motherfuckers.
And I got one more question before we let you go. LaDonna wants
What's
to
that?
know, do you think these dudes are tender?
What dudes are tender?
I don't know if she mean Packy and AP or the. So let's say Packy and AP. You think they tender?
Nah, them niggas, man, they from my generation. You couldn't be tender out here. You get roasted. You get your ass whooped out here in the streets. Fuck out of here. Nigga beat your ass if you out here tender in these streets. Like, nah, it wasn't like that. Especially being out here with no form. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up, I didn't have form. I left home when I was 14. I was out here in the streets. You get your ass whooped being fucking tender and moist.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of dudes that I know, I feel like that end up being street dudes. They all were around 14, 15 when they were on their own. But to clarify, LaDonna actually meant not AP and Packy, but the dudes in 2025. Do you think they're tender? Like the coming of age dudes out here now?
Oh, the YNs? I would say yes and no, because they got more access to guns than we had when we was young. Because, like, guns was expensive when I was young. I ain't had the money for them shit. I got guns now, but these niggas could buy AR pistols and all that shit now, so they could compensate. But when I was growing up, you had to throw hands. So, do I think these cats got hands? Hell no. The niggas can't even run and shit. What was the one nigga in Atlanta? Fucking jumped the fence and goddamn died.
Oh my God.
Nigga jumped the fence and died.
Wait. Don't do my boy Young Scooter, dog. No, you can't do my boy Young Scooter.
That nigga hopped the fence and died, G. What the fuck that happened?
Oh my God. Okay,
what type of shit is that?
That's how they do me? $2.
Type of shit is that, nigga? I'm like, yo.
That's crazy. Yeah, man.
Die.
Hey, man, rest in peace, Young Scooter, man. Damn, dog. That's crazy.
No, RIP to that nigga, bruh. I ain't even mad at bruh, but this is like saying, yeah. So, yeah, I would say these niggas is tender. Tenderonies, nigga. Bobby Brown.
You know what's so crazy? Scooter came up probably like 2 years underneath our year. You feel what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Like, you would think that he would have, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. I don't know.
Well, anyway, I want to thank Victor. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate you calling in, being a part of the show tonight, and get your ass back in the chat and talk some more shit.
No doubt. All right, y'all take it easy.
All right, peace, brother.
Peace.
Peace, brother.
Pac G, yo. Listen, I love you, Pac G.
Hey, man, hey, let me turn up and let me do me sometime, here and there. You feel me? You're going to get this out of me sometime. You feel me? Like, You ain't gonna always get the laid back, smooth, cool player Pac G. Like
well, let's read
you always gonna get player. You always gonna get player, but
listen, we got to read your super chat. Okay, shout out to our brother Jay Wright. Thank you for the 2. He said Pac G giving precise energy tonight. Precise G.
But listen, G, ain't everybody like when you turn up. But when we got a guest on the phone, let them talk shit. Like let them like be on, like let them get it.
So
hey,
a little too much.
You can't do no wrong. I'm just trying to get you to understand when I'm listening, because I always listen back to these shows. I want to hear each person at a time. When we all talking at once, it sounds horrible.
It clash.
That's all. That's the only thing, brother.
Got you.
Trust me. Everything else you're supposed to do.
Now, you hear me? No shovel needed. You hear me?
I appreciate that, my brother.
My
do we have any more questions? Topics, subjects? Because you're gonna get another call.
Tory Lanez, but no. Well, I can take the
number. Oh yeah, no, we got to at least finish with Tory Lanez at least.
Yeah, hold on. Let me take.
We gotta finish out with him.
Oh, look, we got a call coming in.
Go ahead. We're gonna be quiet. You conduct the interview.
Y'all can talk.
I ain't gonna say shit.
Hello, you on with the 3G's? Who is this?
What's up, Binky? This is LaDonna.
Oh my God! Hey, LaDonna, how you doing, girl?
All right, and yourself, babe?
I'm good.
Hey, hold on. Hold on.
Look, AP got.
I'm gonna mute myself after this. But LaDonna,
What's up,
baby girl? Cough, clear your throat. Sip some lemon.
That's me. Nah, baby, this is me. I
heard you before.
This is me. I don't take no shit. No. We're gonna talk this shit tonight, motherfucker, from LaDonna's voice. This is my motherfucking voice tonight, Jack. This what the fuck we gonna do. We gonna get down to the nitty gritty about these soft ass cushy motherfuckers.
Hey, my dick can hide in my jeans like, oh shit.
Well, you do that. You put your dick in your pocket right now for the night, bro.
Oh shit. I'm fucking with you, LaDonna. Go ahead, have your shine, sweetheart. I'm just talking shit.
That's all right. Don't worry about me. I don't
run it. I ain't gonna let that motherfucker go turtle shell on the motherfucker quick.
That's what you gotta do. Put a turtleneck on a bitch. Do whatever you gotta do, because we talking that shit tonight about these tender ass motherfuckers.
Say less, LaDonna, talk your shit. You hear me?
Yep, they say they ready. They ain't ready. Them motherfuckers emotionally immature out here. They can't talk. They can't think. They can't do shit. They think they your mama.
Yeah. What do you think is making them so emotional, girl?
Because they don't have no men leaders. Some of them people ain't grow up with no grandparents and shit like that. I grew up with both sets of grandparents, mama side, daddy side. Some of them, they don't even want to live to be 25. Wow. They don't have that longevity in their brain.
Yeah. So you think that's the issue, like with these stories we talked about tonight, like between, Puffy's a little older, but like the Halle Bailey and DDG story, like him putting hands on her?
He put, wait. See, I came in late. I was in the bushes for a little while. He put his hands on her.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem. He knows she ain't got no brothers and shit. That bitch need to go hire a motherfucker off the block and punch that nigga in the mouth.
So you think the restraining?
That's all she got to do. She can go. Yeah, that'll be enough. Take your blood off and whoop that motherfucker like a baby.
Damn. Not off the block. Hire a motherfucker off the block.
That emotionally fuck him up. See, sometimes niggas don't need an ass whooping. They need a belt whooping. That emotionally fuck his ass up and get him right and tight.
Fuck a belt. Give a motherfucker a switch then. Take it all the way back. You hear me?
You make them pick the motherfucker switch. How about that?
Where you from?
Oh, my mama. That's psychological motherfucker.
I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The Stiller. I live right up the street from where the Stillers is.
Okay, so you from the Northeast. Okay, you got that sound to you. You know what I'm saying? Like you got that.
Right.
Girl, you remind me.
Yeah, we don't take no shit. That's what I'm talking about. Shit.
I ain't gonna lie, you sound like auntie like a motherfucker though. Like you got a crib.
You can call me auntie.
Listen, you sound like you got a crib where I could cook up a half a brick or two. You feel what I'm saying? And you know what I mean, package it all up. You know what I mean? I give you a nice portion. and we get the booming
not
right
over
out
here,
the
not in my motherfucking house.
It sounds like that's your voice sound like to me. In my ears, like listen.
No, see, now you got
from the ground up.
You got to understand, like shit different. You know what I mean?
Hold on, Pac G.
Now we used to do that shit, but see, I'm the dope dealer.
Hey,
I'm the motherfucker to cook it up and spin it up.
See, so you see, LaDonna the type of motherfucker that a pick who she want to fuck with. Tell him like you can come get some pussy a little later, like at 7 if you want some. So come on over about 7, and you like, okay, I'll be there and shit. And then after you fuck, she makes some hot links and just give them to you on 2 pieces of bread and shit, like and send your ass.
No, I'm a real woman. I pick who I want. They don't choose me.
That's what I said. That's what I just said.
That's what
I said.
That's what's wrong with these young ass girls out here. They get on the goddamn stage on Maury and shit and talk about, well, who you want, bitch? You ain't supposed to let the nigga pick who the fuck he wants. You pick the nigga or let him go.
I like that. Yeah, don't sit around and wait around if you pick. That's great. I agree.
Nah.
I do agree with that. Well, have you been following the Diddy trial? Like, what do you think about the whole Diddy and Cassie situation?
Personally, what I've been hearing about it is that they in court talking about fuck shit, baby oils and all that other shit. They ain't talking about him trafficking, da-da-da, and jibby-jab and all that other shit. They talking miscellaneous shit until they get to the meat and potatoes. Then I got a judgment of saying whether he gonna go to jail and get the fuck out. Because if he get out, that nigga gonna lose his goddamn mind and be like, woo, woo, motherfucker, y'all thought I was down. He gonna go crazy.
Yeah, I mean, do you think there's any chance that he could get off? I mean, I don't know if the charges are gonna stick for like actual sex trafficking in RICO. I'm not sure about that part.
It's too early. It's only day one. Give me about a week and see how far they get into the trial about who he sex traffic. See, I need names, places, and times. You need to say who you sex traffic and have proof. You just can't throw shit at the wall and let it stick and see what's running down and what's going to stay.
Right. So you're right. And I think
and about this nigga talking about I like girls, nigga. About this nigga saying I like girls, nigga. You know you sucking that dick. Don't talk that shit.
Camera. Fuck.
Pac G, we can hear you. Like, would you say you don't like girls? Yeah, you like
fuck no, I like no motherfucking girls. I'm strictly dickly, and this nigga's over here playing on this goddamn internet about me liking girls. This nigga likes sucking booty holes.
Oh, Lord. Listen, remind me not to fuck with you, girl, okay? Because you don't play no games, clearly, okay?
Yeah, he playing them little silly ass little Tinder games and shit.
And where you been, girl? Because you ain't been here the last few weeks.
I've been doing me. I had a birthday party and was doing all that crazy shit trying to do me.
Okay, well, happy belated birthday.
Happy birthday, LaDonna.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you know, we fuck with you hard, man. You've been around for a long time, watching the show, been on the show. Me and you done went back and forth, kicked it and all that. You remind me of so many women that I used to be around coming up, and it's refreshing to hear when you talking your shit because you know, women be afraid to be who they are, man. They be trying to put on when they get around other people. You just talk your shit. You don't
mm-hmm.
LaDonna gives it to you straight, no chaser. I love it.
Right. I appreciate the respect because I'm a day oneer and I like y'all show. Well, I love y'all show, basically.
Thank you for that. Yeah, but we fuck with you the same way. Don't you ever get it twisted. Yep. You have a great night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah. And LaDonna, a nice looking woman, now she in her 60s.
She is. Hold on, let me put the number back up because
y'all got her fucked up. Don't let that voice fool. Don't let that Lady Eloise fool you.
LaDonna's a real
she
one.
Got that Lady Eloise, but she
she funny as hell. I think we should make her a moderator too. I think she's so.
Yeah, that wouldn't hurt. Let her check let her keep these niggas in line in the chat.
As long as she don't be blocking people because they got
Pac G, you there, G? You got your out of your back. Pac G.
Pac.
He's struggling. Go out and come back in, brother. That might help. Go out and come back in. Pause like a motherfucker.
Packy, can you hear us?
He can't. So
Okay, I put the number back up because Mariah said she wanted to call in next.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she about to give it to you.
Oh shit.
She about to give it to you.
She's always welcome on 3G.
Of course. Oh, here she comes. This is her. I see Colombia. Hello, you on with the 3Gs? Who is this?
Hey, thank you, girl. This is Mariah.
Hey, all of us, damn.
Well, Binky was the one that answered the phone. What's up?
I'm just fucking with you. She like, hey, Binky. Like, hello. Go ahead. I'm just fucking with you, Mariah. I'm gonna shut up.
No, you need to be talking.
Okay, y'all. I'm trying to come to an understanding. I gotta come to an understanding. I really do. Because I'm very disappointed. And I feel like it's something psychological going on with our people. Because when I go over to other men's channels like Osmond Gold, I'm talking about like white folks and stuff like that. All I see these men over there saying is like, dang, Diddy, he sick, he cooked, he this, and that. I don't see nobody in the comments saying she not a victim. I went over to Nancy Grace's channel. So I expect it's more women over there in the comments. But it was kind of mixed. They saying the same thing. Only person that made a old stupid statement like she no victim was a black man. Crazy. Why do we think this is okay? Or what is so uncomfortable? Why do y'all get so uncomfortable when a woman talks about how she gets mistreated and then y'all feel the need to try to counter that with all this irrelevant stuff? Because on my channel, I oftentimes do segments about the wrong stuff that women do and the ways that women are at fault. And I don't really feel no need to counter it, but men do X, Y, and Z. I can talk about a situation that a woman did that was wrong, and it don't trigger me to start bringing up the stuff that men do. It really don't, because what that woman did don't have nothing to do with me, and it's not relevant to the situation. So, like, I don't understand why we can't have these conversations about abuse and talk down on the abuse, and we can't go against the abuse and that type of behavior without having to then follow that up with women ain't shit. When, yes, there are a lot of women who aren't shit. I'm not negating that at all. That didn't have anything to do with this 39-year-old man preying on this 17-year-old girl. Some of y'all are, and I'm not just even talking about, like, it's just this whole conversation. Well, why didn't she leave? A lot of y'all be speaking on stuff that you don't even follow, because if you paid attention, you would know why she didn't leave. The girl said the man was holding her music hostage. The girl said he threatened to kill her. He blew up Kid Cudi's car, sent people to go get her. She ain't have her own money. It's to the point where people be speaking on stuff and trying to victim blame, and you don't even get all the facts.
You said a lot there, girl, and that's a good question. So, AP, I would like for you to answer first.
Well, I don't know if Mariah is addressing me about it. I think she's addressing our
community.
That's what I'm saying. The common response from most black men is that they start bashing Cassie and not taking a look at the whole picture. I do think that that's a problem. I do think that we need to recognize how much of a victim she was. Even in some of the things that I added on extra was caveats to other aspects of it, like how even the men that take these women on are believing that they're taking on women that are willing participants. And that has to be talked about in these type of situations, because we calling these people monsters and crazy and this when they're just naive and really believe that they're picking up hoes. You know what I'm saying? I'm picking up a hoe. What am I supposed to do with the bitch?
No.
Hug and kiss this bitch? Go ahead.
Hey, AP, come on, let's be for real. Let's be two grown adults. You're 40. I'm a 31-year-old woman, finna be 32, that used to work in a schoolhouse and teach kids that were 17, 18, right? And as a 31-year-old woman that used to have 17 and 18-year-olds trying to hit on me and things of that nature, I understood at 31, I don't care what type of behavior they were engaging with in their peers. Teenagers have the right to explore their sexuality with each other. Me being like, oh, this little boy already doing X, Y, Z, that don't give me the right as a 31-year-old woman to feel the need to insert myself. I already know they don't understand half of what they're doing and the consequences. They think they do, but they don't. A lot of this is just stuff they heard in music, seen on TV, and then being hormonal. Their brains are fully developed. So nobody is going to convince me, not even in just the Diddy situation. I'm talking about men who were in their 30s and 40s that like dealing with teenagers, girls who were 17, 18, 19. Nobody's going to convince me that they start dealing with these women being like, oh, so naive. Oh, she just on some freaky shit. She on what I'm on. No, you're intentionally seeking out these girls because you know they're green, dumb, naive, and stupid. I don't care if they're green, dumb, and naive and stupid with people their age. Let them be that. That don't got nothing to do with us grown motherfuckers. The second we insert ourselves into it, we wrong.
Can I go now? Because I think you're right. But I am agreeing with you that is a problem that older guys, you know, the ones that seeking out these women for their naivete. But there's a lot of young women that come to the grown-up party, knock on the door, and say, can I please come in the grown-up party? And we saying, nah, you only 18. Nah, you only 21. Nah, but I'm different. I'm older than that. I got an old soul. These bitches be trying to get at the big boy table. And then when they get at the big boy table, they cry, oh my God, these niggas is too, I didn't know they was this kind of crazy, you know? So it ain't just what you're saying. And you talk about let's keep it real and all that shit. There is two sides of this. There ain't just girls getting hit on by older niggas. There's a lot of young girls who looking for these sugar daddies. You know, it's a very big popular movement right now for these young girls to target old naive men. What do you think they targeting them with? No, keep it all the way real. What's the sugar daddy? What's a sugar daddy then?
Target a 70-year-old man.
What's a sugar daddy?
I don't care if she's looking for him. I don't care if she's looking for him. You are not gonna convince me that a 19-year-old girl can target a Shannon Sharp. I'm about to convince you right now. If you let me, he got way more game than her.
Let me ask you a question. If I'm a 17-year-old robber, can I seek after a 70-year-old victim and finesse them and rob them?
You're comparing. Yes.
No. This is the same shit. Don't run from it. This is the same shit. If I can be a young person. You just asked the question. You say no one can convince you that a young person can't play on an older person. That's what you said.
AP, you be
how the fuck is me using the example?
You're trying to compare two things that don't add up. A young person finessing an older person who don't know nothing about technology and finessing to transfer some money into their bank account to rob them is way different than a man that's been living on a man or a woman. Okay, because let me be clear, I'm not with none of that. That's been living on this earth for 30 or 40 years longer than a 17 or 18-year-old, and you know you're not supposed to be trying to goof on them to begin with.
Let me
different.
Listen, I'm gonna show you how it's the same. You can run from it if you want, but listen to this and tell me, is this not the same? You're gonna have to be honest at some point, or people gonna tell you later on in the comments. Because I'm gonna show you how this is the same thing. A young girl who an older guy can be naive. A man that been living on this earth for 50 years and never had a bad bitch, never had a girl with a fat ass and a pretty face come on to him. He will be just as gullible and as stupid as any young 17-year-old who was overwhelmed by somebody with wealth. He will be just as goofy to think that this girl actually like me. This girl think I'm the shit, like a Shannon Sharp. Oh, this girl think I'm special. This girl want to be with me.
That's like off of motherfucking Harlem Nights. You hear me, AP?
Thank you. Oh, hey, tell my wife I'm not coming home.
That's like Richie off of Harlem Nights. My wife ain't
I don't care how fine she is. Where he went wrong is that the girl is 30 and 40. The girl is 17, 18, 19. That's where he went wrong. I don't care how fine he was.
I agree.
Where you went wrong is having moral standards, values, and expectations.
I agree with that. But there's a lot of women that do it too. They get with a young nigga and they think that they got the game because he young and stupid. But when that nigga put dick on her and don't want to fuck with her no more, she act like she got manipulated by the young nigga.
She feel like she violated.
I don't agree with none of that. And I don't agree with none of that. And I've talked about that on my channel.
You just avoiding facts. You avoiding shit that happens in real life to a lot of people. How can you dismiss that?
Talked about these older women. Binky, have I not talked about these older women being trifling for preying on young men on my channel?
Yes, constantly. For sure.
All the time.
But we both agree. We both agree that Diddy's and Cassie's situation is completely wrong on Diddy's side. We agree in that in their situation,
so it's wrong. But now
wrong.
you're talking about in general, right? But now you're talking about in general.
You asked a generalized question. If you go back and listen to what you're saying, if you ask me a generalized question, I'm gonna give you an answer. If you ask me a specific question about Diddy, I'm gonna give you an answer. So that's where a lot of our back and forth or confusion been going on with some of our comments is because the conversation is veering into different sections. But overall, if we talking about Diddy and Cassie, we probably gonna be agreeing on every point. But if we're gonna talk about manipulation, or we're gonna talk about men and women and who is at fault and who need to take accountability, then we're gonna have a whole nother conversation. So which one do you want to have? What conversation do you want to have?
No, we can have a generalized conversation because I'm gonna be consistent across the board. Like I said, I don't agree when women do it. You're not gonna never catch me in a situation where I see a 36-year-old woman fucking with a 17-year-old man, and then I start talking about how, these little boys be chasing after these grown women, because they do be doing that. No, at the end of the day, it's the grown person's responsibility to understand they've always got the upper hand in the situation and to leave them kids alone. So if we're gonna compare apples and not oranges to oranges, I stand on business every single time, whether it's a man or a woman. I don't agree with grown folks trying to justify interfering in children's sexuality because you feel like they fast or they wanted it or they growing up too fast. So what? Let them do that shit with their peers and stay the fuck out the way.
Hold on. I agree with what you just said. Them statements, I agree 100%. Even when I talked about going to the strip club on my birthday, I said I want to go to strip clubs with old bitches in it. So I agree with you that old niggas should not seek after young women. But there is an industry that we all know about where young women, while they're beautiful, puts themselves in to be available for men that will fuck with them. So they should they be allowed to put themselves in the industry that will have them fucking with grown niggas, or should they only sell pussy to 18-year-olds?
I personally feel like all of them should do like Texas did, and you can't even work in certain industries unless you're 21 and up. That's how I personally feel about it. And because if you give kids, especially in this economy, if you give kids what they perceive to be the easy way out over going and working for $7 an hour, these kids are gonna choose to go where they can make the most money. They're not thinking about the consequences of their physical health, their body. Like I've seen so many young girls get involved in so much of this work, and again, their brains aren't even fully developed. They can't foresee consequences. You can't blame them for choosing to go into industries that at this point they're basically being groomed to go into at a very young age.
You know what?
A lot of this has to do with parents.
You know what, Mariah? I've been saying that all my life. I feel like kids should be held as kids at their age or whatever age they are as kids, like how kids act at that certain age. You put what I'm saying? Like, you know how we all acted at a certain age, depending on if we got pushed into some higher lifestyle or some shit like that. But I feel like my kids need to be held at the kid's age. Like my son is 8 years old. He's going to be 8 years old. You know what I'm saying? Until he's 9 years old. When he's 9 years old, he's going to do the things that a 9-year-old does. When he's 10 years old, he's going to do the things that a 10-year-old does. That's how I look at it. The way age should go with children. You feel what I'm saying? So I understand completely what you're saying about that, sweetheart. No bullshit, on some real shit. Like, I feel like that's how kids should be. Like, you shouldn't be pushed on to being adults before their time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I look, let me add this because I agree with what both of y'all are saying.
Yeah.
No, nobody should be groomed to be grown before they time. The same way as young men are groomed to be street niggas and groomed to be dope dealers and robbers, even though our brain ain't developed. We are groomed to be a certain kind of way. These young girls are groomed to be a certain kind of way. But because the world legalizes it and makes us adults at a age that we're not mentally prepared for, that is a problem. So if me and all of us in agreement right now, if we could make a change, we all should agree that you should have to be 25 to work in the sex or adult industry. You should have to be 25 to, to be held at accountability for your actions.
For actions, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't get charged as an adult when you're 19 if your brain ain't developed till you 25. So we got to go across the board. You said right is right and wrong is wrong and all that shit. I agree with you, but the point is we need to change the way things are done, or we're going to have to suffer the consequences of what's allowed right now. And what's allowed right now is young girls at 18 can sell pussy. Young girls can get online and be provocative. Old guys can interact with them and date them. I don't agree with that.
I feel like old niggas legally
but listen, they should legally stop old niggas from being able to fuck women 10 years younger than them. Matter of fact, that's the law. A nigga shouldn't be allowed to fuck a bitch 10 years younger.
They
I don't give a fuck if he's 70 and she's 60. I'm with that kind of shit. So
then, think about that though. It's gonna have to be something in place where they can detect it and be like, oh, this old nigga fucking a young bitch. Wait a minute, hold on now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
people need to stick with their own generation, their own kind, even. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna, and by kind, I mean your real like-minded.
Hold on, AP. Let me throw this out there, G. Let me ask you this. Do you think we were bogus for being more attracted to older women when we were younger? Because I always love me an old bitch. You always love the old bitch.
I still do. I still do. LaDonna voice had me going a little bit. But listen, this is what I was trying to say.
Folks that her voice had me.
You hold on, listen. You right. I did like that, but to Mariah's point, which I agree with, I shouldn't have been allowed to have her. Just because I'm a young dude, naive or like horny, don't mean a 50-year-old woman should be able to.
She should have set them boundaries.
Yeah. I agree with
that. Set them boundaries, whether you wanted her or not.
But I'll take it a step further.
Hear stories about where a dude be like, I be hearing so many stories. I should never hear a story about a dude saying when he graduated high school, he was able to go fuck one of his high school teachers. You taught that boy when he was a child.
Listen, you're right, but we got to take it a step further. It shouldn't be just our moral decision that stops us. It has to be a law, because morally, 1,000 years ago, having a wife that was 13 wasn't a fucking problem. So basically, we only think shit wrong is when it's we got to be told. Us human beings got to be told what's right and wrong.
Hold on, AP. Listen, let me tell you something that I've seen in my experience living life. Like, the older generation above us, as far as like the ladies go, they don't hold themselves accountable, G, for the thirst traps that they were doing to us young niggas. Even though we were seeking the thirst traps, they set them out there for young niggas like us, AP. If you really think about it, G, like
that's what she's saying about the men. Saying the men,
and all them old women who was dragging us into these bitches with navigators. I had a bitch with a navigator. I was 17. This bitch
listen, G, listen to what you're saying.
I had the navigator keys, all that. Like, this bitch was 35. I'm 17.
Packy, listen to what you're saying. That's exactly her point. These old niggas got more money than a 20-year-old dude can't compete with a 40-year-old mogul. He's gonna fuck your bitch, but he shouldn't be able to. And these older women shouldn't be able to fuck this woman, this young 20-year-old girl's her 20-year-old boyfriend.
That's true.
They are preying on, these, it's an unfair game, but we have to make it legal because people will not stop themselves on their fucking own. They won't stop it when it's legal, but at least they can feel like it's wrong when there's some kind of,
with some kind of boundary behind it. You'd be like, Okay, well, damn, I feel bogus as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, that should put a motherfucker, some fear in the motherfucker and be like, damn, like,
it's unfortunate, but you need boundaries set, or people would do
hold on,
anything.
AP, listen though. This is what it lacks.
But honestly and true,
the whole situation lacks morals.
Hold on a
I'm
second.
sorry,
Mariah got something to say, baby. Go ahead, Mariah.
Go ahead, Mariah. I'm sorry.
But honestly and truly, my whole thing is this: even if it's not legal, and you have states where they're trying to raise certain ages for certain things, we have to remember it's just a little over 100 years that they stopped men from being able to marry 13-year-olds. Okay, so it's not. If there wasn't a law with that, that would still be going on en masse. It wasn't just small. That was the majority. That's what they was doing back then.
Right. Right? Guess what, though, Mariah?
So that is the hold on, wait. Let me finish the point.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let me finish my point. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you good.
My issue now today, and what's really embarrassing, is what is so different about our culture that even though it's not legal, we seem to be the only ones who need, like with the depth, need in mass to make the woman who was victimized an equal participant in the situation. Why do we need to pretend? And again, I'm not talking about y'all. I'm looking at these comments tonight. I go in the shade room and I'm looking at these comments. I'm going any black site I go, and it's not just the men, it's the women, because I'm starting to realize women hate women, and that is particularly true when we are talking about black women. I'm sorry. It's true. Yes. They hate women just as much as these men do. So we can't just say it's men. There is a reason why we are the anomaly in this situation, and we got to figure out why.
And I don't believe that, though. I don't believe with an anomaly. I think if we go looking for white channels, the other type of white channels, they'll be saying the same shit. It ain't you probably the ones you reference, because you reference a certain type of group. You're listening to a certain type of white man. You're listening to a certain type of channel. First of all, like the Andrew Tates of the world, you think his fucking white channel followers ain't victimizing the dude and saying the bitch was crazy? Is you think that group, which is a large group of men who follow like Andrew Tate types, you think that they not over there tearing Cassie ass up?
Yeah.
Be honest. You know they fucking her up in them comments. So it ain't just us, but I know what you mean. Some about our culture toxicity seems to be normalized too much, and that I think is your real point, because you're right. But you got to admit there's a lot of white people that are just not honest. And the one thing about when black people get together and talk in our little groups, we ain't nobody afraid to tell how they feel. LaDonna jump on here, talk how she feel. You talk how you feel. I talk how I feel. We're not lying. You go to them white channels, a lot of them, because they have certain type of jobs, because they have certain type of appearances that they're trying to keep. They're being disingenuous. They go step on a bitch head and piss in her fucking face. But they're not going to talk like that online, which is smart. But they're not going to talk like that online. They're not different. They're not. It ain't just us that's going to.
At the very least, they know that there's something wrong with that. Even if they think it, they know there's something that looks. They know before I type this shit or this comes out my mouth, that shit don't sound right. Even if they agree with it, they know. We don't even stop. Majority don't even stop and think this shit gonna sound crazy. I probably shouldn't. I should probably go sit and think about this some more. No, there's something wrong with that.
Unfortunately, we like that with every subject. Every subject there is. Unfortunately, we will find us being like that. We'll take a cold hard stance with no facts. We'll stand on it with no thought behind it whatsoever. We do that with everything. Anything we talk about, we're gonna be ignorant as fuck. Unfortunately,
that's a fact.
I think you're right. About that.
She right.
You're right if that's what you're
absolutely right.
And that is sad, because I think that's your bigger issue. I think you like, damn, how come I can't go to a channel with my people and have a more in-depth discussion without it sounding like just people just wanting to be an asshole and not really think about it? And I think that's what you mean. Am I wrong?
Yeah, and then I'm looking at this comment that LaDonna says. I'm hoping I'm taking this right. So you said, Mariah, you have to understand her parents knew about all this and looked the other way for money. Well, then they should be co-conspirators. That has nothing to do with Cassie as a victim. You know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, what I need to understand your purpose for saying something like that. Like, are you saying they need to go to jail too? Or are you saying Cassie is not a victim because her parents took money? And I also talked about this on my channel. You know, I think we like to downplay the importance of people's jobs and their works and their dreams and goals and aspirations. And people like to say, oh, such and such did this for fame and clout and money. Y'all will go to a job and take it in the ass from y'all boss over chump change. Y'all will literally sell your soul and do stuff that you hate doing over chump change. Being a singer or an actor or a dancer or in the entertainment industry is a career just like any other career. I grew up with kids who only wanted to be singers when they grew up, only wanted to be actors and dancers, only to get a taste of that industry, and they don't realize the stuff you have to do to be successful in those industries. Are they wrong for trying to pursue their dreams? And how this stuff works is people in these industries know they will give you a taste. I had to tell a friend of mine to chill out and let him know a dude was trying to do some gay stuff to him because he wanted to get in the music industry. Because it's like they will do all these things for you. Hey, we'll book you for shows. We'll fly you out. We'll do this and you've been working hard, and they will give you a taste just to put it all on the line. And you got to decide, am I going to be able to do what I worked hard for, or am I going to be blackballed and never work in this industry again? I don't know why there's such this jealousy and envious spirit to where when we see people that have attained some level of wealth, it negates everything that they went through. Or we feel like people should just easily walk away from careers and go live a life they didn't want for themselves when y'all won't even do it, and you work at a job making $30 an hour and won't go quit your damn job today and gonna do what your boss tells you to do. And it's not easy. I had to face hell before because I would not sleep with my boss.
I hear your point, but if it's about Cassie, I don't agree that that's her life story. Yeah, she wanted to be a singer and all that shit, but her career flopped. The fact that she was able to live a jet-setting life was to suck dick. She changed her career. She changed her career. Her music career.
She was signed to Bad Boy.
Her music career flopped. Can anybody in the chat tell me a cat? Hold on. It's a lot of hold on, G. Hold on. It's a lot of Bad Boy artists, and I'll give you their whole motherfucking catalog right now, what songs they got. Anybody give me a Cassie hit in the fucking comments?
I ain't seen one.
So she don't have a career.
Y'all be speaking on stuff and you
just try to get this bitch a pass for choosing to stay in the industry that she wasn't really in. She went from being a performer to being a
you didn't even listen to the court because the girls testified. The girl testified that a lot of this was tied to whether or not she performed, whether or not he was or wasn't going to release her music. He would say he would release it, and he didn't. Cassie did have hits when she first came out. She had a few songs that I still play to this day. But when you are signed to the dude who is abusing you, then he's not going to let you get on. And Diddy didn't just do that to Cassie. He did it to Dream. He did it to Day 26. He did it to all the members for Making a Band. He's done it to so many groups. Why are we acting like we don't know who Diddy is?
But I can tell you all these songs. What I'm trying to say is she had aspirations.
I can tell you all Cassie songs.
Well, you were the only fan she got. Hold on. Let's get back on track though. So I don't think I delivered my point the way I wanted to without sounding almost like I'm trying to combat what you're saying. I'm trying to say that you almost, when you speak of her the way you are, you leave a lot of excuses for her, and that's why when people like you, your whole point was, why do people just can't say it's wrong? We want to just say it's wrong But then when women like you or other people start elaborating on why it's wrong, you're painting her picture like she has zero to do with her own choices. If I go join the fucking Marines, I know that they about to put me through hell. I'm about to get, my body gonna get tore up. I'm gonna be, I have to go through all this vigorous shit to become a Marine. I can't then act like I was abused when I knew what the fuck I was getting into. Now, that don't mean I wasn't abused. They fucked me up in basic training or whatever the fuck. She has to take some level of responsibility.
No,
not for her abuse.
She has to take some level, but my whole thing is it's not enough to say that she's not a victim. Okay,
I wouldn't say
here's
that.
my thing. Yes, I do agree that if you're a victim, what taking responsibility looks like is, how did this happen? What were the signs that this was gonna happen? First of all, she couldn't have known because she was 17. You got to go through the game to get the game. And when you're raised and groomed at 17 and that's your first real relationship, you think how that's supposed to go, period. So it'd be different if Cassie went through this with P. Diddy and then she went through this relationship after relationship. Then we could say she got to take a level of accountability because she's not learning the game. No, she moved on.
He got her fresh. Basically, he got her fresh. He got her fresh out of the water and dogged her the fuck out. I agree with you though. It's just I think I got, like, you got a pet peeve of how you hear people respond to these type of things, and I got a pet peeve when I hear women. It's like when they're speaking for the woman, it's like y'all leaving a lot of windows open for her to just jump out of whenever she feeling like the heat on her. And I'd be like, let's just hold everybody accountable in the situation. If it was my daughter, if it was my 17-year-old daughter, the way I raised them, I would look at my daughter like, I tried to tell your stupid ass. I tried to stop your stupid ass. Okay, maybe she didn't
have a father like you. Maybe she didn't have somebody to tell. Again, if you don't have nobody to tell you, you're going to have to go through it. And my whole thing is, we're not talking about Young Miami here. And I said this when we were talking yesterday, Binky. This would be a whole different situation if we were sitting up talking about Young Miami. My whole opinion on this situation would be completely different, because Young Miami got with Diddy at 27. By this time in the game, we already heard, you know what I'm saying? This is a different age. When Cassie got with Diddy, the information moved way slower. By the time Carisha got with Diddy, we had already been hearing rumors of him being gay, the satanic ritual. Everything was already out there, right? Not only that, she's 27. Not only that, you used to work in a strip club. So not only you've been in a strip club since you was young, so you've been in there long enough to learn some game, know how to run some game, see when somebody's running game on you. Your brain is fully developed. You a grown-ass woman. Okay, if you were talking about that scenario, that's completely different. People got to learn how to take things on a case-by-case situation and learn how to speak on stuff when it apply and when it don't apply. And in terms of Cassie, we should in no way be implying that she was complicit and that she should have known better because he got her at 17. She basically grew into womanhood with this dude. That's all she knew. Period.
What if we found out that Mary J went through the exact same treatment by Diddy?
Then what?
And then she walked away with a career that she had and living wealthy in her own regards, but she went through the same abuse.
I would say she was a victim.
I would say she was a victim, but I would say she's a victim that won't tell and won't go against her victimizer because she got what she wanted. Now, why I asked that question is, do you think if Cassie got what she wanted before she had to sue him, would she be as adamant about how bad she was victimized? Because every picture you see with them, she looked happy as a motherfucker.
Okay, but according to the people that was in that courtroom that saw them pictures from them videos, she was looking strung out and destitute. So what we see online in them pictures, that's celebrity, that's stage, that's for the press. Pictures that's a paint a picture for us, the people. Yeah. I feel like I don't care if none of Diddy's other victims that have gone on to be successful never come out and speak against that man. Just because we don't know, that don't make them any less of a victim. People like to make it seem like victims are wrong because after the fact they expect to get some compensation. And I was talking about that with Diddy. People like that are predators. They're so used to being able to dog people out and don't nobody say nothing. And then they go to the next victim and pretend to be a good guy, and it's rinse, wash, and repeat. I'm here for these new age women that's saying, fuck you, pay me for my pain. Pay me.
I'm not mad at
I'm sorry.
I'm not mad at
hey, she snapped.
I'm not mad at no side of the game. All these aspects of the game, they exist. But when we talk about victims, though, that's what I'm saying. The reason why it sounds like people are sticking up or like going against victims is because there is a level of stupidity after you seeing people get victimized. So if like all these gurus online that's convincing niggas to invest their money in dumb shit, and then they lose their house and lose their money, and then they go find another motherfucking quick get rich quick scheme and do it again, you would call them stupid.
Yeah.
And a lot of us watch these women go from nigga to nigga with the same ammo, and at some point we stop giving them a pass.
AP, I don't want to cut you off and nothing like that, but those are facts what you're talking about, because a bitch would be with a nigga who doing them dirty, dogging them, shitting on them, doing this and that. And guess what? They cheating on this nigga with the same type of nigga that's going to do them the same way. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like a cycle, like you going from one nigga to the next that's doing the same shit, that's treating you the same way. So like, it's like you're accustomed to that treatment. That's what you want. That's
but
what
at least we can't say that that's Cassie. And I think that's so we don't get into it about this. We can't say that that's Cassie's story. You know,
because she wants something
but
different.
For the women that do that, Pac G, for women that do that go from relationship to relationship and get with the same dude, I say all the time, at a certain point, you are not trying to learn and do better. You so hot in the pants that you can't sit down somewhere and you can't be alone.
Check this out. I'm going to give you another example of that. I have let's say I have a sister or a cousin or something like that. They dealing with this nigga. They know this nigga ain't no good, but this nigga beat their ass, fuck them up, treat them bogus and all that. And then you call your cousins and your brothers to come fuck this nigga up. But then 2 days later, you right back with the nigga. Why am I putting my life and my jeopardy of my family and my well-being on the line for somebody that's just gonna go back to the same nigga that's doing the same shit to him? You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes people got to realize, like, look, man, my time is way more valuable, you know what I'm saying, than doing this for this person that's not gonna appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna be right back with this shit and doing the same shit and then calling me again. And guess what? Now I'm done with it. Like, I'm one of them niggas that's like, you called me one time. You got one time to call me for this nigga. One on the G, I swear to God, my right-handed guy. You got one time to call me. And that go for my sister, my cousins, anybody that I love like that, as far as female goes. You feel me? Even if it's a man, we got one time to call me for this bitch, nigga, to help you come move out this bitch house, nigga. You hear me? On the G, one time. I'm not coming back for a second one. You hear me? Because you should have learned your lesson the first time. You feel me? Like, that's common sense.
We got to fix. We're gonna wrap it up and we're gonna let you finish your thought too, Mariah. But I think what I got from this conversation is we do need to shame older men dating younger women and older women dating younger men. I think people need to stay closer to their generation. I don't even understand how someone 40 can even have a conversation with somebody 20 that ain't. That's hard to do. So,
you should be talking to them like you giving them knowledge and advice.
Yeah,
like
you should be raised. Yeah, you should. Thank you. You should be talking to them like a mentor, not somebody that could be fucking with them.
Fucking pedophile, motherfucker.
Correct. And I think we need to make that a thing and even talk more about that. We need to raise the age limits for a lot of shit. Even for gun ownership. I was thinking about this today. These little niggas is walking around with AR pistols like Victor brought up, because you can get fucking rifles at 18 and 21. You got fully autos there. You got all kind of shit depending on the state you in. and they not developed mentally to have the responsibility of a life-ending weapon. You know what I'm saying? These ages need to be raised on a lot of.
Can I give you an example of that? That goes back to I don't know if y'all remember, but a couple years ago, Dylan Roof, he crossed the border, killed a motherfucker. You wasn't motherfucking out here looking for intruders or no shit like that. You out here hunting, bro. Like, come on, man.
Dylan, I think you thinking of
No, I think his name was Dylan Roof. If I'm not,
that was the dude that shot up the church. Go ahead. Just go ahead, Mariah.
I'm gonna say this though: it's certain things that I make exceptions for in terms of whether or not we gonna charge people as adults for certain things. So I feel like if the child has shown the ability to murder somebody in cold blood, they don't like to in cold blood. I'm not talking about it was a situation where it was like truly self-defense, like you just murdered somebody in cold blood. Or you have shown psychopathic tendencies, that don't remedy itself with age. I worked on a child sex offender unit. That kind of shit don't go. Them kids were, the program was there. They was making their money. These are our future Jeffrey Dahmers. That kind of stuff don't remedy itself with age. It don't.
I agree.
This kind of stuff they was doing to other kids, and when I say to other kids, I'm not talking about kids their age. I'm talking about y'all got big age gaps. You 13 and you having your 6-year-old brother give you top.
Yeah,
that person gonna go on to be a weirdo.
You're right, but we talking about not just like what will get them charged as an adult. They shouldn't be allowed to play in the arena. Like a young woman should not be able to have an OnlyFans till she's 25. A young male shouldn't be able to have a firearm till he's 25. Give them some time to get their mind together before they start making these life choices of what they want to be involved in. And even when you show like a 10-year-old wielding a gun and he accidentally shoots somebody, you would say that baby shouldn't have been by that gun. That baby shouldn't have had no gun by them. But a 21-year-old that's just as fucking childish as a 10-year-old, which is what I see online. These niggas is in videos pointing at the fucking cameraman, pointing at each other. This is children's shit. These niggas are not old enough mentally to have no firearm. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I want to stress, like, it ain't just about charging one after they do the crime. They shouldn't even be allowed. We should see them coming if this nigga underage and he got a gun, or her, she underage and she in a adult bar or a dark strip club or online. Like, we need to make that a real thing.
Feel the differences between the generations, my nigga. Like, when we was growing up, we didn't play with guns like that. Like, if we had a pistol, we was finna use that motherfucker.
Not only that, if you aimed a barrel at a nigga, what would he do?
Man, listen, you better kill me, nigga.
Not even now. Not when he up it on you. I'm talking about if he just set it on the table and the barrel facing you.
Man, come on, bro.
You don't even want the barrel facing you.
Ain't nobody doing.
But these niggas is like, got their girlfriend putting a gun to their girl head, taking pictures, making the bitch put the gun in her mouth. This is what these niggas is doing. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up.
But who is grooming them to do that? These grown rappers.
They're not grown. I almost called you Binky. They're not grown, Mariah. These niggas is 18. These niggas is 16, 17. See, that's another thing. We should not be living and mirroring our life off of popular pop culture music. These are kids singing to us. That Monica was 15, got bitches with heartbreaks. You know what I'm saying? These little rapping niggas, like, these niggas are immature children. And we should hold old niggas accountable. They call Jay-Z lame for trying to grow up his music. But then you got niggas like Gucci that'll put out some ignorant ass shit at 40. You get what I'm saying? These things shouldn't be allowed. Like, our culture is teaching poison and then complaining about others. I don't know, man. I want to end this shit. Y'all let's all get our last in and we can get the fuck on, because we're here 3.5 hours. Go ahead.
Yeah, this was a great show. Mariah, is there anything else you want to say, sis, before you go? We appreciate this call. This is a great call and great discussion that y'all have had. But is there any last thought that you want to have?
No, thank you. I mean, I said everything I needed to say.
Well,
I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, we appreciate you for calling, and we will open the phone lines more. And of course, we'll have you actually back on the show with us as well in the future. So we always love hearing your point of view.
Okay, for sure.
So thank you so much.
Yeah, always, and it's love, Mariah.
Thank you.
Always
Thank you.
come in with
Mariah, most definitely.
Of course, of course. Well, y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for having me on. Y'all get some sleep.
You too, girl.
For sure. Peace.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah,
I
man.
love her. I gotta say, I love Mariah.
I want her to be a politician.
Listen,
I would want her to be a politician. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Mariah Sincere is amazing. I want to make sure that y'all go check out her channel. She's a very smart woman. She is very strong-willed, and I told her this yesterday. She's assertive. She knows what she thinks, how she feels. She is strong in her points, and she gets her points across very well. She's very articulate. You know, she's able to get these guys, you know, to listen to her. So I really do respect her a lot, and hopefully y'all gain some respect for her listening to that call. Anything else you guys want to say?
Hell no. I appreciate everybody coming out. I've been cutting niggas off all night. That's what I do.
It's a classic Packy tonight.
It made for a good show. It's just a long ass show, and I'm sitting here thinking like, as good as this conversation is, I'm thinking like, what the fuck am I doing? I got other shit to do. Really, I don't, but I damn sure don't want to keep talking about this shit.
All right. Well, end us.
Yeah, we up out of here, y'all. Peace.
Yeah.
Peace.